Hello, Namaskar. Good day to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Firstly, my apologies for being 5 to 7 minutes late. I was just struggling to get on the Zoom. Hirenji and everyone else here. What a wonderful day it is. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests, faculty, and prospective students, welcome to C3S Business School's Open Day. I'm Nidhi Kumar, your host for today, and it's my immense pleasure to host you today as we open our doors to showcase the vibrant academic community. So, namaste and welcome to all cutting edge facilities and innovative programs that define our institution. First and foremost, I'd like to extend a very warm welcome to our prospective students and their families. Your presence today is a testament to your commitment to pursuing excellence in business education, and we are indeed privileged and honored that you are considering our school as your launch pad for your future careers. Today's Open Day, friends, is designed to give you an in-depth look at what makes our business school a leader in shaping future businesses, leaders, and innovators. So throughout the day, you will have opportunities to meet our distinguished faculty who are not only experts in their domains, but dedicated mentors committed to your success. You will also hear from our C3 Business School's current students who will share their experiences and insights about the dynamic supportive learning and environment here. We strive to make C3S a business school an inclusive, diverse, innovative, and competitive business school. Our strength lies in immersive learning approach and global panorama that disrupts the conventional wisdom for business and invokes out-of-the-box mindset. We educate to empower the future of tomorrow. A little bit about the school. Well, this was established in 2014. Castille de Fels School of Social Sciences is fully accredited private business school registered with the Spanish Ministry of Education. Our campus is located in the very heart of one of the most vibrant and diverse cities in the world. We offer internationally accredited foundation, diploma, bachelor, master's, doctorate programs taught in English. We have multiple affiliations with awarding bodies like from the UK. This includes Abertay University from Scotland, Switzerland, and our host country, Spain. The education model is based on the fundamentals of pragmatic learning and application of theoretical aspects to practical realities of the business world. Thus, we emphasize on a purely assignment-based study method for the academic programs. Our academic programs, friends, are at the core of what we offer, from undergraduate degrees in business administration, marketing, and finance to our renowned MBA and specialized master's programs. Our curricula is designed to equip you with the knowledge, skills, and practical experience necessary to thrive in today's rapidly evolving business landscape. We pride ourselves on our interdisciplinary approach, integrating emerging trends such as digital transformation, sustainability, and global entrepreneurship into our courses. Innovation and real-world application are pillars of our educational philosophy. Our state-of-the-art facilities include Business Innovation Hub, resources, extensive libraries that provide the perfect setting for collaborative learning and research. We have strong ties with industry leaders and a robust network of alumni who are making significant impacts in the field. These connections facilitate internships, mentorships, and career opportunities to help you to bridge the gap between academic theory and practical application. Students of the culture. Yes, please. Should I start again? Ankit, can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can.
You want me to begin again? I was on mute.
Yeah, actually, last 2-3 minutes, I think you was on mute.
Exactly.
Otherwise,
Yeah.
he was there.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our
we'll find
students
out. Yeah.
may benefit from the city's renowned entrepreneurial system, cosmopolitan culture, and Mediterranean flair by attending a business school in Barcelona. Also, students obtain exclusive insights into how firms truly function through corporate visits and guest speaker engagements, among other activities, which provide them a competitive edge, friends, in today's fast-paced business world. And in addition to academic excellence, we believe in the importance of a well-rounded experience that we bring you here. A vibrant campus offers a myriad of opportunities to engage in extracurricular activities, to join student organizations, and participate in leadership development programs. These experiences not only enhance your learning, but also help you build lasting relationships and develop skills that are essential for professional and personal growth. At C3 Business School, we do not simply educate, we make you employable. Trust me, through a varied curriculum, our programs introduce the students to a world of international businesses. Small class sizes allow for a more tailored approach, and our programs are being taught in English to empower students to communicate across boundaries. We offer the most modern and blended curricula. We strike a balance between classroom face-to-face instruction and state-of-the-art learning platforms. Our dynamic and participatory teaching techniques for a hands-on business education that develop entrepreneurial thinking are reaffirmed by case studies. And our faculty members are not only innovative thinkers and experienced educators, but also change makers in their fields of expertise. Our day-to-day operations are managed by highly competent and dedicated academic and administrative staff who make sure that the students have everything they need. Throughout the day, you have a chance to attend sample lectures, participate in panel discussions, and tour the campus to encourage you to ask questions and engage with our faculty and students and envision yourself as a part of our community. We're here to provide you with all information and support that you need to make informed decisions and future developments in your career as you explore our campus and learn more about our programs. I hope you will see that our business school is more than just an academic institution. It is a community that is committed to your success. We are dedicated to nurturing your potential, inspiring your passion, and preparing you to become leaders that will make a positive impact on the world. So thank you all for joining us today. I wish you a very fruitful and inspiring day. We look forward to welcoming you to our business school family. And now I welcome Bela R, Head of Marketing at the C3 Business School, attracting quality students to join business school, which requires a multifaceted approach that emphasizes the institution's unique strengths and aligns with the aspirations of top-tier candidates. First and foremost, a business school must highlight its academic excellence through accredited programs, distinguished faculty, and a curricula that integrates cutting-edge trends and real-world applications, showcasing alumni and their career trajectories that can provide tangible proof of the school's ability to propel students towards leadership roles and offering robust career services and networking opportunities with the industry leaders can further appeal to students seeking a clear pathway to success. Additionally, fostering a vibrant and inclusive culture also helps. To elaborate on this, I welcome Bela R, the business head of C3S Business School, who's been an integral part of the school's evolution. Please welcome with a warm applause, Bela R.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you very much for your kind introduction. And I'm really sorry for waiting, everyone. So my name is Bella, and it's my pleasure to welcome you all to C3S Business School Open Day. As the head of marketing, I'm happy to introduce you all our dynamic institution and the unique opportunity that we offer to our students. We established in 2014, and we have swiftly risen a beacon of excellence in an international education. Our school is more than just a place of learning. It's a melting pot of culture, ideas, innovation, and attracting students from all corners of the world. Sorry, can you hear me, guys?
Yes.
Yeah,
we can hear you. We can hear you. But
Yes,
we
we
need to be
do.
seeing your face, please.
Yeah, I can see her face.
We are not seeing her face here because she just just kind of image like the former speaker now. She were seeing her face, her reactions, and other stuff like that. So that is what we intend seeing, please. Thank you.
I think you are muted.
Excuse me, you're mute.
Once again. So as I said that we are melting pot of culture, ideas, innovation, and active students from all over the world. We cater students to from over 40 nationalities, engaging and ensuring you're a part of a rich multicultural active community. Our story begins in 2014 in the small town of Kassel-de-Vels with the vision to providing quality education and career opportunities. We laid the foundation of our institution. The journey has started from us with a small team driven by big ambitions and a community of excellence. Later in 2017, our growth necessitated a significant move. We expanded our operations and relocated to the vibrant city of Barcelona. This transition was accompanied by the addition of British partners and the expansion of our team to 25 dedicated professionals. To move to Barcelona marked a new chapter and allowing us to reach a broader audience and enhance our educational offerings. Later in 2018, it was a pivotal as we are establishing affiliations with different prestigious universities across the globe, including institutions in like US, Poland, Bulgaria, Italy. We had different partnerships enriched our curriculum and provided our students with the diverse opportunities. Additionally, we collaborated with companies to provide internships, ensuring our students gained valuable real-world experience. This year was a really, a milestone, I should say, when we, present ourselves in the education market of Barcelona, and we proved it right. Later in 2019, our global footprint expanded with the opening of an offshore office, which is in India. It was a part of our strategic plan to increase our international presence and better serve our growing community of students and partners worldwide. After that, suddenly, everyone knows 2020 was a year of this global challenges because of a pandemic. Still, it was a significant advancement. We relocated a larger, more modern facilities in Barcelona, enhancing our capacity to provide a top-tier education. Furthermore, our school has earned a Google certification, a testament to our commitment integrating cutting-edge technology and digital tools into our education practice. That means even in 2020, we were the first school in Barcelona, if I'm not wrong, to provide all the students the live classes, the online Skype classes. After that, in 2021, we forged a strategic partnership with the UQAM University. This collaboration was instrumental in expanding our academic programs and enhancing our reputation. We proudly enroll students from all over 25 nationalities, reflecting our global appeal and commitment to diversity. Later then we achieved 100% placement for our tourism students, if I'm not wrong, for internships, despite of ongoing pandemic, demonstrating unwavering dedication to all our student success. Our journey has reached another milestone in 2020 with a proud association with the Abertay University in UK. This partnership has further solidified our standing in the international education community and provided our students even more opportunities for growth and development, which continuing till now. Till 2024, I'm really proud of my team for all these years and their support. Our journey from a small town in Casteldefel to becoming an internationally recognized institution is a testament to our resilience, commitment to excellence, and the trust placed in us by our student partners and communities. I and my team, the whole C3S team, look forward to continuing this journey, embracing new challenges and achieving greater heights in the years to come. Thank you very much. I have covered all my journey for 10 years with C3S Business School. I have tried to accommodate all our achievements, our things that we faced. I am going to hand over the platform to Nidhi again, and she might be able to pass on to the other one. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Bela, for that very impressive keynote. I'm sure the students will benefit a lot. Moving on, I'd like to welcome amidst us Professor Maria Dugarte, Dean, C3S Business School. Now, friends, the Dean's role in the growth of business school is very crucial and critical, serving as a driving force behind the institution's strategic vision and academic excellence and overall success. We all know that. And as a chief academic and administrative leader, the dean shapes the school's direction by formulating policies, setting goals, and ensuring their effective implementation. They play a pivotal role in also attracting the topmost faculty and fostering a culture of innovation and research and maintaining high academic standards. The dean's leadership in securing funding and building partnerships with industry leaders and alumni and other educational institutions is essential for expanding resources and opportunities for the students and faculty. Moreover, the dean's ability to respond to changing market demands and integrate emerging trends into the curricula ensures that the business school remains relevant and competitive. In addition to this, the dean's vision, leadership, and strategic management are fundamental, we all realize, friends, to the sustained growth and prominence of a business school. With great pleasure and privilege, I invite now Professor Maria Fernanda Dugarte, our illustrious dean, who has a long-standing experience in academia and industry. She spent nearly half a decade in Geneva Business School and another few years at Benfers, Sociedad de Corteza de Valeros and Eco Invest Casa de Bolsa CA as a financial advisor before joining C3S Business School. She has a PhD in education management with the emphasis on international higher education. She also holds a MBA in international relations and a bachelor's degree in economics. Her different interest areas include international student admissions, recruitment, strategies, partnerships, sales marketing, and her ability to navigate cross-cultural environments and institutional affairs and lead diverse teams has been instrumental in our organizational success. She's also been the financial advisor and trader, and her experience in capital market and investments is known to us. Her commitment to excellence and passion for education have been evident throughout her career. With her blend of academic achievement, leadership skills, please welcome amidst us Professor Maria Fernanda Dugarte with a warm applause. Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you so much, Nidhi, for your kind words. Good afternoon, good morning for others, good evening for everyone. Thank you for joining us on this virtual open day at C3S Business School. My name is Dr. Maria Dugarte, and I am the Dean at the C3S Business School. Thank you also for joining us, new interested potential students, faculty members, agents all over the world, our staff members who are already here, because without you, we couldn't reach the level that we are in today. As Bella was mentioning before, it's been quite a journey since we started. But recently we have discovered that we have surpassed all the goals that we have in the pandemic. and that led us to grow as a business school tailor-made for students who are looking to come into Barcelona. The idea of having an international small community is that this kind of service allow us to offer more advice on careers and bring some guest lectures and faculty members who are actually working in the field that they are teaching, so the most excellent students can have the opportunity to apply to an internship or potentially to a future jobs with the professors that they are teaching them. That's why it's important that we keep that range of bringing faculty members who are actually working in the field that they're teaching, so we can offer that opportunity as well. We like to keep the classes in small sizes, meaning no more than 25, 30 students, because that way we consider we can actually approach to each student to give the best career service and support students that we can. And that will be mentorized sessions with each one of them. We have the career service support, we have student services support. We also have the academic department who's willing to help not just the current students, but the faculty members and the guest speakers that we bring every 2 weeks to the school. We also apply field trips because we like the students to experience according to the program that they are learning or they are studying, and to take them to have an experience, let this be in business or hospitality management or supply and logistics. So we like to take a small group to go there to learn a little bit more about how it will be in real life to work in these companies. We also implement continuously workshops and skill developments to teach the students how they have to introduce themselves, how to prepare their CV, how to manage tools like LinkedIn or Instagram in terms of business. We like them to improve their techniques in being entrepreneurs and being like visible in the business world. Nowadays is very different from the past because everything is through social media. Everything has to be they have to have responsible content of what you said, the way that you introduce yourself, despite of the fact that we teach business or hospitality management or health and social care or all the programs that we teach. We consider that the self-development, not just in business, but as a person, could help them to achieve each one of the things that they would like to do. Even though that, like, you decide to go for to be an entrepreneur, you still need these skills in order to develop yourself and treat with people, which is the most important part of this. We count with wide alumni worker networking, where they can also reach current and past students to get some insight from the school and what opportunities have they had in the past in order to continue their business life after they finish the school. We like to approach an interdisciplinary curriculum where we can teach critical thinking and entrepreneurial skills in order to combine those things to try to attack the most positive side of each one of the students that we have on campus. We have also achieved an academic partnerships that help the school develop another different level, which is bachelor's and master's and doctorate programs. As Bella was mentioning, we have an academic partnership with Abertay University that allow us to offer all the students to have top of bachelor's and master's degree from the UK. And then we have for post doctoral and doctoral levels Swiss partnerships as well. The main goal of this virtual open day is to give you an insight about what we do here, how we do things. The most important thing is that the students are the main priority to the school. It's not just because it's a business, it's because it's a place where all the students all around the world are coming to Barcelona, which has a great weather. It's like we have great food. It's safe, it's cheaper compared to other English speaking countries as Australia, Canada, UK, and you can actually have a UK degree, but being in Spain, in Barcelona, which is one of the cosmopolitan cities in the world. And it has this student community vibe everywhere that every student should be experiencing at least once in a lifetime. It's affordable compared to other European countries. We help and assist students trying to get their visas, which is relatively less complicated than apply to a visa to Canada, to the US, to the UK. Our admissions and recruitment team, they put all the effort in helping the students to deliver the accurate documentation, to help them trying to find accommodation, student services, get curriculum activities for those ones who are looking also to do something besides studying here. We have athletes actually studying in the school. We have these amazing student activities that we also create in order to keep the well-being of the students as well in these stressful days. We also try to place them with part-time jobs opportunities according to their skills and their development during classes, and show to professors or potential partners that we work with in order to get these job places, not just here in Barcelona, but across Europe. I encourage you to try to do this experience because it's something that I'm talking by my personal experience. When you go abroad, I know it's difficult. When you are 18-year-old and you move across the continent or another continent and get education in another language which is not yours, can be challenging. But that will be helping you in the future to be to discover what you really want to do and how you can act in order to put something extra to the world that we live in. That's why we care so much about the students, because I know how hard that journey can be. And my main priority as a dean of CTRS School is to make you feel safe, to make you feel at home, and to provide you with the education and security that we can doing our best. So thank you everyone for joining us today. I wish that this journey today with us will be some more than clarifying for you. And I'm sure that our colleagues will be explaining in detail whatever you might need in order to understand a little bit more. Our opens at the campus are our doors at the campus are open. If you want to come pass by and schedule an appointment, to get a tour, to have a session, so we'll be happy to join you. Okay. So thank you again and have a great day.
Thank you, Professor Maria Dogarte, Dean, for that wonderful insight. We're very grateful to you. Thank you so much. I would now like to welcome with a very warm applause the director, Hiren Rawal. Ladies and gentlemen, the director and head of a business school plays a very crucial role in shaping its growth and future directions. Their leadership directly influences the institution's strategic vision, academic quality, and reputation. They're responsible for setting this agenda and innovation and excellence in teaching, research, and industry engagement. By fostering a culture of collaboration, inclusivity, and improvement, they ensure that the school adapts to the evolving business landscape. The ability to work with strong um, industry networks is also there, and enhances the school's profile and opportunities for students. Effective leaderships in these roles attract top, talent as well, and yes, secures for even for securing funding and to derive the implementation of cutting edge programs, initiatives ultimately positioning the business school as a leader in global business education. Where the institution C3S Business Schools stands today, the credit entirely goes to our director, Hiren Rawal, a successful entrepreneur who's building geographies which across the globe, which include London, New Delhi, and here in Barcelona. Mr. Hiren Rawal, who has a degree in master's in computer science, always believes in harnessing the power of information technology to institution building. So please welcome me with a loud applause in welcoming the multi-talented, the very, very dynamic Mr. Hiren Rawat. Thank you so much. Namaste. Yes, Hirenji.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you for a little glorified introduction. Thank you, Bella, for keeping us in terms of the full journey from C3S, which has started since 2014 until now. Thank you, Maria, for explaining the importance about studying in Spain for the student perspectives and all. With my modest capabilities, I try to be relevant to this expanding space of higher education and contribute to the best of my ability. As one of my topics is how higher education is helping in achieving your dreams. Higher education is a pivotal force in guiding humanity towards a more advanced and equitable future. It serves as a crucible for innovation, critical thinking, and the development of new technologies and ideas that address global challenges. By fostering a culture of intellectual curiosity and rigorous inquiries, higher education institutions cultivate leaders, thinkers, and professionals equipped to navigate and solve complex problems. They promote social mobility and equity by providing opportunities for individuals from diverse backgrounds to acquire knowledge and skill essential for personal and social advancement. Additionally, higher education drives economic growth by producing a skilled workforce and stimulating research that leads to new industries and job creation. In essence, higher education empowers individuals and societies to envision and realize a future that is more sustainable, inclusive, and prosperous. If I have to make this in a bullet points, through higher education, how we are going to achieve the dream, that means studying further provides a clear career path. Studying prepare you for all the challenges. No success story is without some level of challenge and hard work. Higher education help you prepare for the hard work by teaching you how to learn, how to manage your time, how to map out your goals, how to deal with pressure, how to stay organized, and how to deal with stress. Once you complete your study and enter the working world, you will be far better equipped to deal with whatever challenges come your way. As a result, you will also be primed to succeed even when things get tough. Another point would be studying allows you to gain critical skill. If I have to integrate even by the other topic, which is vision for our C3S Business School, how studying allows you to gain critical skills. probably some of you guys who would be applying for a master degree program, you would have the bachelor's degree, let's say bachelor in commerce or bachelor in business management. Then the C3S program, we have so many of certificate programs. We have level 7 diplomas and all. Let's say diploma in healthcare management, that will enhance your skill, that will upgrade your skill. So after a typical graduation from a university, that will help you to upgrade your skills, aid you in meeting your job requirement. As I mentioned you that if you see the gap, if you want to bridge the gap between industry standard and somehow the university degrees, okay, there has to be some sort of a practical experience, which I am sure that my colleague would be talking about internships and all. But then that will help you in meeting your job requirement, increase well-being and self-assurance. High studies let you prepare for challenges, advancement in interaction and collaboration. Strategic plan of a C3S business school would be, strategic plan sets our university priorities for the first 5 years of our journey towards the vision. We have built our strategic plan around 3 core goals and 4 themes. Our 3 core goals are research and discovery, teaching and learning, and social responsibilities. I must say the future trend of top business schools such as C3S Business School is characterized by a strong emphasis on a digital transformation, sustainability, and inclusivity. As the business world rapidly evolves, these institutions are integrating advanced technologies like artificial intelligence, machine learning, and blockchain into their curricula to prepare students for a digital economy. There is a growing focus on sustainability and social responsibilities, with program increasingly addressing environmental, social, and governance criteria and the impact of a business society and the planet. Diversity and inclusion are also becoming a central themes. A top-ranked school such as C3S Business School strive to create more equitable learning environments and promote diverse leadership in the business worlds. Hybrid and online learning models are being expanded to provide greater flexibility and accessibility, accommodating the needs of a global student body. Furthermore, interdisciplinary approaches are being adopted, blending business education with fields such as technology, healthcare, and public policy to produce well-rounded leaders capable of navigating complex global challenges. By staying ahead of these trends, top business schools such as C3S Business School aim to cultivate innovative, ethical, and globally minded leaders ready to drive positive changes in the business world and beyond. How we are going to build all this? We build successful and fulfilling career and develop leaders for the world of our work, understanding, celebrating, and empowering our students, the students who choose us and whom we choose, and delivering enriching and personalized educational experience, creating a diverse and vibrant community of learning that reaches far beyond the university and is sustained through powerful networks, providing relevant skills, attributes, and approaches that enable our graduates to succeed in their future careers and life pathways. We undertake research at the frontier of our practice. I am sure Ms. Ada will be talking more about the research and all, but fostering important, impactful, and engaged research, educating professionals for whom evidence-based thinking is integral to their practices, challenging practices, and redefining the professions. We are a flexible, high-performing learning organization, building a great place to work that is inclusive, support well-being, and is a fun place to be, creating an accountable, socially responsible, efficient, responsive organization that can deliver the strategy. As I mentioned earlier, that one of our vision is about somehow bridging the gap between industry standard or the industry demands and somehow the university degree or the degree. As you know, we are a global business schools, students community. We have a diverse student community. Students come from a different education background. They come from a different nationality. Every single country or every single nations, they have their own education system. They have their own curriculum and all. If you see on a global stage, there is a very wide gap in terms of industry standards or industry demands and the knowledge or a skill that different students purchases from a various bachelor's degree. Here you have to enhance that skill. When you say enhance that skill means somehow we are focusing on a future vision in terms of which are the programs who can have a better of a job opportunity in the industry. We are running business management programs. We are running logistic and supply chain programs. We are running project management. As you see, by 2030, there could be many business magazines or many research. They will tell you millions of jobs available for the project managers, millions of jobs available for the business manager, same job available for the logistic and supply chain managers. We are running a healthcare management program as well. After the COVID and pandemic, somehow the world now has realized that there is a huge shortage in terms of a healthcare professional as well. As a business school, somehow we are trying to meet the demands of an industry in terms of focusing on more healthcare programs, focusing on more IT programs in the near futures, focusing on more artificial intelligence program in the near future. AI is the now somehow mandatory for everyone, even in the healthcare industry. Artificial intelligence is everywhere. You cannot simply ignore. That is the you have to somehow integrate whatever you are doing. Either you are in the healthcare industry, either you are IT industry, or either you are in any other industry. In this context of the future trends, business and IT students must envision the future through the lens of higher education, as it provides the essential foundation for their personal and professional development. Higher education equips them with the advanced knowledge, technical skills, and critical thinking abilities necessary to thrive in an increasing complex and interconnected world. Through rigorous academic programs, practical experiences, and exposure to cutting-edge technologies and business practices, students can transform their aspiration into achievable goals. Same way, higher education also offers opportunities for networking, membership, and collaboration with industry experts and peers, fostering a dynamic learning environment that encourages innovation and entrepreneurship. By embracing the transformation power of higher education, innovation and entrepreneurship, by embracing the transformation power, students can confidently pursue their dreams, drive technological advancement, and lead successful careers that contribute to the global economy. C3S Business School, nurturing the true spirit of higher education, is focusing on future plans that emphasize innovation, sustainability, and global impact. We are increasingly integrating technologies and digital transformation into their curricula to prepare students for the evolving business landscapes. This includes expanding online and hybrid learning options, as well as incorporating data analytics, artificial intelligence, and cybersecurity into their program. As we all know, the world is all about data now. In a very near future, we are somehow trying to implement data science in master's degree, artificial intelligence programs, either in the shape of a bachelor or master or some short-term program as well. As I mentioned, we are trying to bridge the gap between industry demands and the traditional degrees. Somehow we are coming up with a short-term programs that could be again transferred, that will have a European credit transfer system, ECTS. So these are not normal online programs or certification programs you are getting from various platforms. These programs, C3S online programs or a certificate programs, let's say of 100 hours, 20 hours, 40 hours, that all will have the ECTS credits, and somehow that will have a pathway, gradual pathway. So if you starting from a foundation program, certificate program, if you are going to complete these programs, Finally, you will have a diploma as well from C3S Business Schools. So somehow we are focusing on artificial intelligence program, IT program, cyber security, healthcare programs. Furthermore, C3S Business School is somehow focusing on business management IT students. Business management and IT students have a wealth of global opportunities available to them thanks to the interconnected nature of today's economy and the pervasive influence of technology. International internships and exchange programs provide hands-on experience and culture exposures, helping students understand diverse business practices and build global networks. Many multinational corporations which have partnered with C3S Business Schools actively seek young talent with cross-culture competencies, offering roles in diverse fields such as consulting, finance, marketing, and tech development. Additionally, global competitions, conferences, and hackathons all allow students to showcase their skill on an international stage, often leading to job offers and collaboration opportunities. The rise of a remote work and digital nomadism further broadens the horizon, enabling graduates to work for companies worldwide without geographical constraints. Moreover, international organizations and NGO present avenues for students at C3S Business School to contribute to global development and sustainability initiatives. For entrepreneurs, access to global markets, international funding, and startup ecosystem provide fertile grounds for launching innovative ventures. In summary, the global landscape offers vast and varied opportunities for business management and IT students to build successful and impactful careers. C3S Business School actively taps into the job market to ensure its students secure prominent positions and launch successful careers. C3S Business School has built robust partnership with leading companies across various industries, creating pipelines for internship, job placements, and collaborative projects. Our school often hosts career fairs, networking events, and on-campus recruitment drives where students can connect directly with potential employers. I am sure one of my colleagues will be attending, let's say for hospitality, back in 2020 or 2021. Probably we have 100% ratio in terms of all our hospitality students. They have successfully achieved their internship in Barcelona. We are, as I mentioned you, as a C3S management, we are actively going for even more rigorously in terms of the placement for other students as well. Either those are business management students, logistic and supply, or project managers, or even a healthcare. Currently, we are working with the Malta government as well for some of the healthcare and healthcare management students for the active internships and all. Career Services Department at C3S Business School provides personalized support, including resumes, workshops, interview coaching, and job search strategies. It also leverages alumni networks, encouraging graduates to mentor current students and provide industry insight and job referrals. Additionally, we offer experiential learning opportunities such as consulting project, case competitions, and global immersion programs, which allow students to gain practical experience and make valuable professional connections. Through these efforts, C3S Business School not only enhance the employability of its students, but also align its educational program with the evolving demands of the job market, ensuring that graduates are well equipped to meet the challenges and seize the opportunities in their chosen fields. I welcome you all to our open day. As the director of a C3S Business School, I am delighted to have you here to explore what makes our institutions a leader in business education. Today, you will get a glimpse of our vibrant academic community, innovative programs, and state-of-the-art facilities. Our esteemed faculty, dedicated staff, and enthusiastic students are here to share their experience and insight with you. At C3S Business School, we are committed to fostering a culture of excellence, inclusivity, and real-world experience. We offer a dynamic learning environment that combines rigorous academic study with practical, hands-on experience, preparing you to navigate and excel in the ever-evolving global business landscape. I encourage you to engage with our community, ask questions, and envision yourself as part of our school. Together, we can help you achieve your personal and professional goals. Welcome to C3S Business School, where your future in business and information technology begins. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Thank you, Nidhi.
Thank you, Mr. Hiren Raval, for that very, very inspiring keynote for the students. And as mentioned, what you said, together we can help you students to achieve your personal and professional goals. So welcome to C3S Business School, where your future in business and information technology begins. Right? And I would now like to extend a very, very warm welcome to the Head of Academics, Professor Aida Mehrad. The Head of Academics, friends, at a business school plays a pivotal role. C3S Business School is no exception in ensuring the institution's educational excellence and academic integrity. This leader is responsible for overseeing the development and implementation of the curricula with all the methodologies and technologies. And she plays a very key role in student success, providing guidance and support to both faculty and students as well. The head of academics also ensures that the educational programs remain relevant, competitive, and capable of producing graduates who are well prepared in business environment. So Professor Aida Mehrad, who holds 2 PhDs, one in health and organizational behavior and the other in social psychology, has immense contribution to the growth of the C3S as a top business school. At Spain, Professor Aida Mehrad's research interests are in industrial and organizational behavior, research methodology, and statistical analysis. Her research has resulted in the publication of many papers in esteemed scientific journals and presentations at numerous international conferences. Beyond her academic endeavors, she's also accomplished author of 5 motivational and personal empowerment books, and driven by her passion for teaching and research, we look forward to a committed, meaningful, relationship with the students. So I do welcome Professor Aida Mehrad. Namaste.
Thank you very much, Ms. Nidhi, for these kind words. Yeah, hello everyone, and thank you very much to joining to this amazing event. And I hope my colleagues and we can explain all the needful information to all of you. First of all, I would like very briefly introduce myself. And this is Aida Mehrad, PhD in social psychology and industrial and organizational psychology in 2 toppest university in the world. One, I got my first PhD in UPM, one of the toppest and high-ranking university in Malaysia, and the second PhD I got in UAB as one of the toppest university in Barcelona, Spain. So I want to talk shortly first about the academic department, and after that regarding R&D department, what I did and with my colleagues and what we are doing at the moment and the achievements. Regarding to the academic department, I started as a professor and head of academic as a multidisciplinary, and I taught different topics and subjects regarding to my field in parts of strategic management, strategic leadership, and also some subject that mostly related to my field and my experience. And about the R&D department, I would like to tell you the history of this department. It is not too long, but the thing is that it came in my mind to having some research and study in this, a school, in business school, C3S Business School, and improve the level, the ranking of our school as a globally. So I started with my students with tourism level 7, and also with my logistics student level 7 to write a research paper by 2022. And fortunately, we published the first 2 papers in highest ranking journals as a Q2 on 2023. So the first one, it was about the generality of procurement risk in the context of project management with one of our toppest student, Emmanuel Chidozi. And the second one, we wrote with our talented student in level 7, tourism and hospitality management, as a topic of international tourism policy and development in the section of Indian tourism policy. And as I mentioned that before, we published these two first in two good journals. And after that, I saw that some students, they really want to doing some research, and it is very necessary. You as a master and PhD, at least you need to have 2 published papers. It is necessary, and you will have a good, a future for your career, to continue your study and start to creating the open invitation to all of level 7 master students to join to R&D department, and the department, step by step try to develop and growing. And some of our talented students, they really send a request to join to this department. And at the moment, we have 5 great students. They are working with me to different projects. And by 2023, we published after that 3 good papers as a multidisciplinary with the first group with strategic management and leadership with 5 top students. For example, Miriam, Nima, they will talk today as an internship and also research assistant in this department, and with Saad Hajili and Chirag Seper. With me, we published this first paper by designing the multidisciplinary and mostly focused on strategic management and its role to improving educational system. And then with the group of the logistics students, 2 group of the logistics students, we published 2 other papers in European journals, and it's Q2, and it is a very amazing, developing amazing news for everyone. And I believe that other students, they want to join to this department, they want to improve themselves because it is necessary. If they plan to apply for their PhD, if they plan to working in different area, to having this good achievement in their CV and also to present themselves. And at the moment, we have 3 papers that are in the process, and you will get this good news in the very close future. Additionally, 2 international conferences are abstract accepted. One in Istanbul, Turkey, we will have on September, and another one, it's accepted for the USA. It will be on November, and both of them, they are Scopus, and they are high ranking in Q ranking. If I'm not wrong, it is a rank. Their Q is 2. So regarding to other activities that R&D department we are doing and we did in the past, because these activities as a practical activities continue, we have for each semester library tour, and we try to encourage the student to join with us as to coming to the library to become familiar with the Barcelona Spanish culture, how they have to apply for getting their membership, how to use the books. And it is very important not just using the e-library. Of course, we have e-library, by the way. All of our students, especially our new students, all of them, they are member in the library. So another thing is that we every semester we are visiting to going to the museums or the science museum to become familiar about the technology, about the science, how it's going in the Barcelona, in Spain, and as a global, because they really need to know, and it is very interesting for all of our students. Additionally, the level 7 student, master students, they have usually outdoor activities for doing their research about the data collection. And thank you very much, Professor Mani Tahriri. Every semester organize this, outdoor activity to teaching to the student to doing data collection for the observation, and also doing the interview with the international people to doing their data collection and convert this data, this information to the concept of research paper. And also this, type of help, support can be very helpful to the R&D department. Another part of the things that we are doing in R&D department is about the research competition. Every semester we are, selected one good and, update book for the how to using research methodology based on using the new technology, using the AI. for the student, and every semester the student start to read that book, and the last day of their semester they have 3 minutes competition, same as the high ranking university. They have to present their understanding based on the book, and also they have to talk in maximum 3 minutes about their thesis, and it is very helpful for our MBA student. For example, Nima, one of our talented students at the moment, she's finishing her MBA with Aberta, and she's super smart. She did all the part of her thesis as a talented, as a smart student, and she will explain about this journey, what she did, how she started, how she joined, and about her achievement, and all of this practical and theoretical knowledge, how it affects her performance. Additionally, it's a very amazing news. I would like now share with you. We start to translating a book from Spanish to English, and we in the close future we will publish with C3S affiliation, and it's a big achievement from R&D department, and I believe that my team they will do their best in this process, and I try as much as I can support them, because they are eligible to this support and they are super talented, and their achievement, their effect to our school ranking, and I believe that C3S Business School, with this great support, with this great attitude, will help to the people they really want to join as a potential student, and we will have a very bright and very high level future, not only in the R&D department, not only in the academic department, in different sectors, in different departments. We are developing, we are growing, and I can tell you, everyone in this school, they are doing their best to helping all the students and also to supporting them in different concepts. And also today we will have I can tell you one of the best professors in Barcelona or globally, because they are multinational in this session, and they will explain to you about the logistic and supply chain. We have with Professor Jordi, we have Professor Mani in the program IT, we have Professor Faisali in the health and social care, we have Professor Fernando in the program for business management, and we have another Professor Fernando in the tourism and hospitality management. And I believe that our faculty, they will explain different departments perfectly. We are looking to hearing from you, and I wish to see you, all of you guys, soon in our campus. Thank you very much for this time, and thank you very much, Nithi.
Thank you, Professor Aida Mehrat, for that wonderful insight that you had on academia and curricula and all of that. A little bit, friends, now about the Department of Business Development. So business development is being positioned to the Gen X in the 21st century, and it requires a very, very dynamic and holistic approach. I hope you understand that. I'd like to touch upon some key points like technology integration, experiential learning, and simulation interdisciplinary approach that combines business education with insights from fields like technology, sociology, and environmental sciences. Multifaceted problems are going on everywhere. So the global perspective is also there to foster a global mindset by including international case studies and encouraging student exchange programs, interactions with global business leaders. Ethics and sustainability is another hallmark of our institution, and soft skills development, leadership communication, teamwork, emotional intelligence, which are very crucial for effective management. You have it all here, trust me. Adaptive learning, utilize adaptive learning technologies for education, continuous innovation to keep up the curricula, and by adopting these so many manifold strategies, C3S Business School has prepared to navigate the future of all of you. And now to expand on all these policies which the business school has, I invite Professor Fernando Velasquez Villabla from the Department of Business Management, C3S Business School, a scholar with a policy analyst with extensive experience in research and public policy. He has a PhD in Latin American Studies from the University of Auckland, New Zealand, and Master in Development Management and Public Policy at Georgetown University, USA, with a major in public policy and minor concentration in political analysis as well. Throughout his career, Professor Fernando has been actively involved in research, policy analysis, and project management. We welcome you very warmly today. Please address our students. Thank you.
Yes, you can hear me, right? Great. Hi. Well, my name is Fernando Velasquez. I am doctor in Latin American Studies. I graduated at the University of Auckland in New Zealand. And before joining C3S here in Barcelona, I was a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Hamburg and a research assistant at Oxford University. Although I started my career path by studying history, I quickly shift my path to political analysis and public policy. I've been working in a couple of international organizations in terms of political analysis and public policy design. So I'm going to start my, I'm going to share a PowerPoint presentation once the person who is managing this meeting accepts us. Okay, apparently I'm allowed to share now. So if we just advance. Give me a second, please. Okay, here we go. So can you all see my presentation?
Yes.
Yes.
Great, I hope you enjoy it. Well, as I was saying, oops, okay, sorry, I have a message here. Okay, great. So as I was saying, I'd like to begin talking about the world of business management, but from a different perspective that the one that normally is portrayed. So, as I said, my background is in public management as well as in social and human science. So I'd like to share some ideas and reflections about how I deliver my courses and what's the add value that C3S can offer to you, and as a consequence that you are going to offer to the corporate world. So when we talk about business management, we are not merely discussing the act of overseeing organizations. We are recognizing that companies are living, breathing institutions, right? So what does this mean? Well, basically, it means that within any organization, a multitude of dynamic and complex interactions are taking place. So, for instance, human resources management involves not just hiring and training employees, but also understanding their motivations, resolving conflicts, and fostering a positive workplace culture, right? So, infrastructure, for instance, is another key element. So, think about a company like Apple, right, which relies heavily on a seamless supply chain and cutting-edge technology to maintain its market position. So in that regard, strategic planning, on the other hand, involves long-term vision and decision-making. So consider, for instance, how Starbucks continuously evolves its global presence by understanding local market trends and customer preference. So why is this multifaceted understanding important? Well, basically because recognizing this unique characteristic and cultural nuance of each institution is crucial. Again, for example, managing tech startups like in Silicon Valley demands different approach than managing a family-owned business in rural Europe, right? Each organization has its own specificities and shape its operations and strategies. So let's not overlook the ethical dimension, as Professor Halal said. Sorry, Raval said. Ethical consideration in management are paramount. They guide our decisions. They shape our leadership styles and ultimately define the integrity of the organization. So, for instance, I mean, if we are going to talk about ethic behavior, we immediately thinking companies like Patagonia, which emphasize environmental responsibility, and that shows how ethics can be integrated into business strategy effectively. So, in essence, business management is about navigating and harmonizing these multifaceted elements to create a cohesive, efficient, and ethically sound organization. So, I'd like to continue with the exploration of the concept of living institutions and the critical role of human and social science in business management. So, an organization is at its core made up of people like me, of people like you, people like Ada, right? So, and people bring with them their bias, expectations, desires, and of course, personal projects. So, this human element means that companies are far from being just cold mechanical structure and complex ecosystems, right? So consider the leadership within any company, the values, beliefs, and backgrounds of those in leadership positions significantly shapes culture and the decision-making processes. So for example, a company led by a CEO who values sustainability and ethical practices will inherently reflect those priorities in its operations and strategies, as seen in companies like Ben and Jerry's, that nice ice cream that you can find anywhere in the world. And Ben and Jerry's integrate social responsibilities into the business models as a core of the business strategy. So, to navigate this complexity, the humanities and social science provide indispensable tools, and one of them is critical thinking. Critical thinking allow us to dissect and understand the dynamics within organizations. Is going to help us to identify underlying problems, to formulate potential solutions to questions that we may not have. And the cornerstone is communication. Communication is fundamental, it's instrumental for any successful business. So to communicate effectively, we must first understand each other. And this understanding demands a sensitivity nurtured by multidisciplinary approach. For example, understanding cultural differences and social norms can significantly enhance international business and relations and, of course, negotiation. So, for those who are not familiar to this quote, it is taken from one of the most famous dystopian works in the 20th century by George Orwell, 1984. And the phrase, perhaps one did not want to be loved so much as to be understood, served as a poignant reminder that a business ecosystem cannot escape the social and political context in which it operates. So in 1984, for those who read it, the oppressive regime seeks to control every aspect of life, highlighting the dangers of a totalitarian system where understanding and empathy are basically absent. So, in the context of business management, this analogy illustrates that effective corporate management extends far beyond the mere bureaucratization of processes and people. It touches on the deeper need to democratize access for individuals from diverse backgrounds and conditions. So again, consider just the impact of a paternalistic state on business management. So in such a context, companies often adopt a Bismarckian management model, which is characterized by a strong central control and welfare-oriented policies. However, right, what happens when a company from this environment decides to expand into a market that is more corporatist or hyper-individualist? The challenge are manifold. So for example, a company accustomed to a paternalistic management style might struggle to adapt to a hyper-individualist market like the United States, where business practices emphasize personal initiatives and minimal government intervention. So this transition requires not only operational adjustments, but also a profound understanding of the new market's cultural and economic landscape. So I'd like to conclude our session, or at least my participation of this session, by discussing a vital aspect of our business management program, the integration of ethics, aesthetics, and sustainability. So at C3S, we emphasize the critical distinction between form and substance, recognizing that both are essential for effective management. Firstly, let's talk about form. Form pertains to aesthetics and the creative ability to manage complex information. It's about transforming data into meaningful information and lately into knowledge. So consider a company's annual report. It's not just a collection of numbers, but a narrative that communicates the company's performance, strategies, and vision. Data alone is meaningless unless we understand the context in which it exists, right? However, this context, this knowledge, and this information are not relevant without intellectual honesty and ethics in research. In our courses, or in my courses at least, academic integrity is a paramount, it's a must. So to emphasize this, any paper lacking proper references with poor referencing is deemed unacceptable. So why is this so important? Because academic integrity fosters a culture of honesty, accountability, and respect for intellectual property. It teaches students to follow rules, to understand the functionality of processes, and to know how to present and interpret results, right? Aesthetics without ethic is akin to a sign without content. It may look appealing, but it lacks substance and meaning. So to conclude, our commitment to integrating ethics, aesthetics, and sustainability prepares our students not just to manage business, but to lead them responsibly and innovatively in a rapidly evolving global landscape. So this holistic approach ensures that you, as future students, are going to be well equipped to create value that is not only economic, but also social and environmental. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you a lot for your time and patience.
Thank you,
Again, thank
Professor.
you.
Thank you, Professor Velasquez, for those very, very interesting insights that you shared. And friends, I must tell you that the Department of Hospitality and Tourism is the future. And the future evolution of tourism and hospitality is central to our worldview at C3S Business Schools. And to be influenced by several trends and developments in the industry, technology, societal changes, where we deliberate on courses that will cover the IoT, Internet of Things, AI, and smart technologies in managing hotels, resorts, and tourist attractions, focusing on data analysis, customer insights, and predictive analytics. Besides, our programs are shaping up in the direction of including on how, including content on how climate change could affect tourism and hospitality and strategies for adaptation and mitigation. Our courses also focus on sustainable tourism development, ecotourism, minimizing the environmental impact of tourism activities. And in addition to this, we increasingly focus on cultural competency and diversity management in a globalized tourism market. Our courses cover global tourism trends, international regulations, and cross-cultural communication skills. And by adapting to these academic programs, you are indeed leading and innovating in the global world. To elaborate and expand further on this, I would like to invite amidst us Professor Fernando Lopez Ogier from our Tourism and Hospitality Department, with the first degree from the UCLA University of California, LA campus, and international bachelor's diploma. Professor Ogier has significantly shaped the tourism department and hospitality of C35 Business School the way it is today. He is a graduate with the UCLA, with a BA in Political Science and BA in Geography as well. He has lived, studied, and worked in 3 countries in 6 different cities. His research interests lie in migration, borders, sustainability, and human rights advocacy. I welcome you. Namaste and welcome. Please address the students.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Yeah, as she mentioned, my name is Fernando. Not only do I teach tourism here at C3S, but I'm also the academic coordinator. So I'm in the academic department and the R&D department as well, in addition to teaching tourism and hospitality management courses here at C3S. At C3S, I've actually taught 4 different courses within the department. Those would be sustainability in the tourism and hospitality industry, contemporary issues in the tourism and hospitality industry, events management, and customer relations management. And so I'm going to start talking a little bit about those courses, what my classes have centered around, and then I'm going to talk about the R&D department as well in the second half of the presentation. So to start off, the course that I've taught the longest is sustainability. So this course really deals with sustainable tourism. The sustainable tourism definition is at the core center of the course and of the coursework. And what is sustainable tourism? It's about the three pillars of sustainability: economic sustainability, environmental sustainability, and social sustainability. So it's tourism that's respectful and that takes into account the environmental context that a particular business may find itself in, or that a tourism destination may find itself in, the economic context, the environmental context, and the social context. And ultimately, sustainable tourism is about being able to meet the needs of the tourism industry, whether that's the needs of the suppliers, of the consumer, whatever person or stakeholder in the context of the tourism industry. It's about meeting their needs without compromising the ability to meet the needs of future generations. So it's about being mindful of the environment, for example, or of the economic growth of a particular destination, or of the social issues that are happening in that destination, and making sure that whatever tourism related operations are taking place, they are not going to prevent future generations from undertaking and participating in tourism in that same capacity. And so really that's kind of the core of the sustainability course. The course starts more with a general approach to sustainable tourism. So we discuss sustainable development first, because sustainable development is essentially the same thing as sustainable tourism, but without the context of the tourism industry there. So it's just about sustainable development in general and about meeting the needs of our generation without compromising the needs of future generations, like I mentioned. And so when we put tourism into the equation, it just centers the conversation of sustainable development within the context of the tourism industry. And it's, I think, also important to be able to categorize sustainability into the three pillars that I mentioned, because sometimes strategies to mitigate negative impacts or encourage positive impacts, such as economic impacts, for example, or social impacts, are not always going to be the same depending on what you're focusing on. And it's important to differentiate between the three pillars of sustainability. But at the same time, it's also important to recognize that these three pillars are interconnected. You can't have economic sustainability and not have social sustainability as well, or environmental sustainability. All of these three aspects are interconnected if you are going to actually have sustainable tourism. If you're not mindful of the three pillars of sustainability, then it would not be considered sustainable tourism. And so to get a little bit more into depth on what the nature of the course is, we review different destinations, popular destinations throughout the world, and analyze how the tourism has impacted these places. I think Barcelona is also a very good case study because it is a very famous tourism destination. And Barcelona definitely has had a big, I would say, controversial relationship with tourism. Some people believe that there's an over-tourism problem. The locals have actually pushed back, and there's been a bit of an anti-tourism sentiment in Barcelona. But then, of course, you have tourism companies and people with genuine economic interests that obviously push back against that narrative and argue that tourism is obviously something positive and something that Barcelona can gain from. And so other than Barcelona, though, we do look at other case studies throughout the world, and we try to analyze not only the actual impacts, but in the second part of the course, we actually take a look at how countries and how destinations or businesses are trying to implement sustainable tourism, or how they're trying to manage the impacts of tourism activities in those areas. And I try to provide case studies from a range of different countries, from a range of different regions of the world, and also not only cities like Barcelona, but also rural areas. So we look at how rural tourism impacts certain areas. For many parts of the world, rural tourism has actually been something very important in order to be able to generate economic growth in areas that are not so connected to the global economy. Of course, when we're talking about a city like Barcelona, Barcelona is very interconnected economically. But if we go into rural Indonesia, for example, which is one of the case studies that we look at in the class, then rural farming villages in Indonesia are obviously not as interconnected with the global economy. And so we discuss how rural tourism might be a way to alleviate poverty in these areas, but at the same time, it can also create negative impacts. And so some of the negative impacts that can arise from something like this, for example, would be perhaps dependency or acculturation or the commodification of a culture. And so when we're dealing with tourism and when we're dealing with businesses, especially in rural areas, we want to make sure that the people that are organizing the tourism activities are being mindful of the locals. And this is not only true for rural areas, this is true for every destination. Sustainable tourism is all about respecting what the locals need, what the locals believe that their community can handle and what it can't handle. And we get into a term that we call tourism carrying capacity, or TCC. Tourism carrying capacity deals with the maximum number of tourists that a particular destination can sustain and can sustain long term, let's say. So can sustain in a way that's going to be sustainable for the community. And I think in order to make sure that the tourism activities don't exceed a particular destination's TCC, you have to talk with the locals, you have to talk with the host community and integrate the host community into the organization of and the development of the tourism practices or of the tourism activities in order to make sure that that is sustainable tourism. So that's kind of an example of something that we would discuss, and then we would actually look into specifics with the case studies within the sustainability class, right? So how can you contextualize tourism within the destination to make sure that the tourism is mindful, respectful, and sustainable for the future? Then moving on to contemporary issues. Contemporary issues is quite similar to sustainability, but it goes beyond, that would be for the level 5 students, so second year students. It goes a little bit beyond what the sustainability class talks about. The sustainability class is kind of like a foundation for the contemporary issues class, but the contemporary issues class is more so divided in slightly different categories. It takes into account technological, environmental, and social. And so it brings in this technological aspect, looking at how technology and how any emerging trends in technology within the tourism industry are affecting the industry, are improving the industry, or whether it's improving or not, it's looking at how technology and the development of technology, like for example, the digitalization of communication or AI or virtual reality, how all of these tools and how all of these developments are affecting the tourism industry for better or for worse. But obviously the main aspect of the class is to see how can we use these developments for better and how can the tourism industry and tourism businesses grow as a result of that. So for example, with technological aspects, use of AI, UGC, which is user-generated content, that plays a big role in marketing for tourism, because UGC, user-generated content, is when you have people that have experienced or interacted with your business in some way, posting about it on social media, for example, and that's content that's being generated by the user and not by the company, but it's about the company. And then meta search would be another one, and then virtual reality, which has definitely impacted tourism as people are able to see and familiarize themselves with different locations without actually having to travel there. But it's a good way to be able to proliferate information about a particular destination or to help tourists or future travelers with planning their trip. And then environmental, climate change, biodiversity loss, resource depletion, any aspect or any environmental impact or environmental issue that affects tourism, which is essentially every environmental impact, depending on which destination you're dealing with, but it could essentially be any environmental issue, is discussed in this class. And then social issues, so things like economic disparities, for example. I mentioned earlier about rural tourism and how rural tourism has been used as a way to alleviate poverty in those rural areas, but also discussing how things like acculturation can happen, where the local culture is slowly stripped away as tourism progresses, because the locals become more familiar with the more globalized culture, and so they lose perhaps some of the idiosyncrasies that exist in their local culture. The commodification of culture, again, this is also a big problem sometimes with rural tourism, or any tourism really, where you are commodifying your culture and adding a particular price to cultural aspects that may not necessarily be able to be ascribed a price, like a World Heritage Site, or art, or like archaeological aspects, or even like local handicrafts and artisanal goods. All of these aspects of culture are constantly being commodified in the tourism industry for profit, and discussing what are the negative impacts of that. How does the commodification of culture negatively impact a society or a particular destination? And then dependency, which I already mentioned earlier. And then moving on to events management, this is a level 4 class. So for first year students, events management is more about the nitty gritty of organizing events within the tourism industry. So it's always within the context of the industry. But in this class, we look at the different types of events, so different sizes or different types. We look at events all the way from like local level events to what they would call in the events management industry mega events, which would be something like the Olympics, for example, and then everything in between. So we look at the full spectrum of events within the tourism industry, and we assess how these events are organized, how they're planned, how what takeaways are there from this planning process, and how can students learn something from that. And with that discussion of like analyzing events, we also look at the impact of events in the tourism industry. So assessing how those events, how those tourism events impact the destinations in which they are organized. And it's a little similar to the sustainability class, whereas the sustainability class analyzes the impacts of tourism in general. The events management class analyzes the impact of events in the tourism industry specifically. So specifically events and not just tourism in general, but it has a lot of overlap as well. And then finally, customer relations management, CRM, which is a level 5 class. So for second year students. And this is also more of similar to events management, it's more of like a nitty gritty class about the different types of CRM strategies, the different ways that companies implement CRM in their in their organizational structure, how different organizational structures lend themselves to CRM a little bit better than others, right? So what are some characteristics that companies should have in order to be able to have a better CRM strategy, or have a better, let's say, more robust CRM process? I think within the context of the tourism industry, something that we talk about a lot in this class is that the tourism industry it's a market that's oversaturated. It's very hard to differentiate yourself if you're a business within the tourism industry, unless you have a very specific brand of tourism. But if we think about businesses within the tourism and hospitality management industry, we think about airlines, we think about hotels, we think about tour operators, travel agencies. There are millions of hotels all over the world. There are millions of airlines. What differentiates one hotel between the other? What differentiates one airline between the other? It's so difficult to differentiate yourself as a business in the tourism industry when there are so many identical competitors in your industry. And so one critical way to differentiate themselves, that businesses can differentiate themselves in the industry, is through CRM, especially with airlines, for example. A lot of the bigger airlines have CRM processes that take a long time. So customers are often on the phone, have long wait times for calling, or even for like responding to emails. And so having a CRM process that is a customer service process that is fast, efficient, and that is able to solve customers' issues quickly is going to really differentiate yourself. Or it's one of the easiest, I don't want to say necessarily it's an easy way, because it's difficult to implement a CRM process, a effective CRM process. But it is true that it is one clear way that companies can differentiate themselves from each other in a market that's so saturated like the tourism industry. So those are the classes that I've been teaching at C3S. it's kind of a range of different topics, but I have to say there's a lot of overlap. And the first two classes, the sustainability class and the events management class, kind of act as a foundation for the second year classes, which are CRM and contemporary issues. So the classes kind of build on each other as the students progress throughout the program. And then moving on to the R&D department, I also wanted to talk a little bit about the R&D department. I think it's something that, we've started with Ida, of course, leading it this year, and it's been very useful for students. We have tried to reach out to students at C3S and explain to them a little bit about the R&D department, about the benefits and the advantages of joining, and just trying to get a little bit more exposure to trying to help them get more exposure to research. I think for our postgraduate students, this is very useful, or honestly, any students that are interested in higher education in any respect. It's very useful for them to buff up their publications, to understand how the research process works. I think a lot of students come to C3S and they come from educational backgrounds that are very different. A lot of our students have never used maybe or are not so familiar with some of the more technical aspects of academia. And so something like the R&D departments can be very helpful for them to give them, even at the very least, just like an introductory overview of how research in academia works. Whether it's like Harvard-style citations or formatting, or how to conduct research, the difference between primary and secondary research, or the difference between quantitative and qualitative research. These kind of like basic things that perhaps people in academia are more familiarized with and are not defining all the time. Maybe the professors that they have in their classes are not, breaking down every single aspect of academia for them. So the R&D department is something that's very useful for them in order to be able to get more familiarized with these aspects. But beyond that, the students that actually are genuinely interested in publishing and in perhaps continuing on their career in higher education, even if it's a bachelor student that simply that is simply interested in doing Sorry, I was accidentally muted. Even if can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Even if it's a student that is simply interested in doing a master's degree and they're in the bachelor program, the R&D department can be very useful, because when they do their master's degree, they will need to do a thesis. They will have to do like research at this high level, and having that exposure to it from the beginning is very useful. And so I think that, this is a very useful resource for students. I think Ida already mentioned some of the activities that they've done, like museum trips, library tours, field trips. They went to Cosmocaisha. And also, to relate it back to tourism, they also published a paper on international tourism policy, which I think is quite interesting. They looked at India as a case study and discussed how the growth of tourism within India has impacted Delhi and Mumbai, and how those two cities have been implementing new tourism policies in order to address the challenges that come along with that rapid increase in tourism. I believe the policies that they implemented were, for example, some of the policies were aimed at improving the infrastructure available in the country to make it easier for tourists to come and visit. So they had a high-speed rail between Delhi and Mumbai, then developing a new visa policy for foreign visitors, simplifying the process for acquiring permits for like filming or photography in specific destinations or like popular tourist attractions. And these policies are ultimately representative of a significant step in developing the Indian tourism industry. And so the paper that our students published with Ida's help analyzed this, right? And they discussed, or they assessed how these policies shaped the industry. And ultimately, it's about kind of guaranteeing that the country remains a popular tourist destination worldwide for many years. And so the study ultimately focused on these kind of like assessing these policies on the tourism industry in India. So that's just one quick example of how like the R&D department has also contributed to the tourism and hospitality management department here at C3S, and how any tourism student is obviously more than welcome to join and to engage with tourism related research. So yes, I think that's everything from my side. Thanks again for letting me present a little bit about tourism and hospitality management at C3S.
Thank you so much. Many thanks, Professor Fernando Lopez Ogia, for your very inspiring talk. Before we come to the Department of Logistics and Supply Chain, which is next, I'd like to mention to the audience today that we started recording your questions, friends, from the viewers. So if any of the questions remain unanswered, that will be covered at the end. That's a surety. Now, the Department of Logistics and Supply Chain is evolving rapidly to keep pace with the dynamic nature of the global markets, such as technologies in AI, blockchain, which are revolutionizing the supply chain operations throughout for ensured efficiency, sustainability, and green logistics. This shift reflects increasing demand, friends, for environmentally responsible practices in response to global environmental challenges, such has been the interference of COVID-19 pandemic and geopolitical tensions, that we need to prepare our students for the complexities in this volatile global supply chain landscape. Additionally, the rise of e-commerce has led to a greater emphasis in the last mile delivery solutions, omni-channel logistics, and approaches to meet changing customer expectations are very, very important. So intersecting with fields like data analytics, economics, and information technology is of prime importance to us. And, fair trade practices, labor rights, these emerging trends signify a comprehensive evolution of supply chain management and globalized supply networks. To further highlight the emerging trends of the future and direction of logistics and supply chain management, I invite Professor Jordi Villanova Sanfileo from the Department of Supply Chain of the C3S Business School. Professor Jordi Villanova Sanfileo has a long-standing experience in industry and academia, but his teaching at Barcelona Executive Business School, Graduate School of Management, Global Business School, and the INSA. And as he embarked on his career path, he found himself drawn to the intricate dance of supply chains and orchestration of operations within companies. However, as time wore on, a new passion stirred within him, the desire to impart his hard-earned wisdom to the next generation. And he made this bold decision to transition from the corporate world to the realm of education, where he could share his experience with aspiring minds. And we're really proud and privileged to have you here today. So welcome, good evening to you, Professor Jordi Villanova. Yes, please address.
Hello, everybody. Thank you, Nidhi, for your introduction. Okay, so I'd like to, share with you main contents of this Department of Logistics and Supply Chain. First of all, I'd like to introduce a bit myself, okay? So with some personal data about contacts, telephone, LinkedIn, profile, if you want to look for anything and so on. And let's say, trying to, first of all, introduce a bit myself, saying that in last more or less 20 years, which has been my evolution at in different companies, developing different, roles, and finishing in this French multinational company, Somfy, as, representative logistics in charge of the supply chain logistics for Southern Europe countries. And then I was starting, from maybe around, 2005 or 2006, start to teach in some business schools, because I like to do it. And finally, around 4 or 5 years ago, I decided to stop my, work in these multinational companies, and I'm collaborating as freelance with some companies, as of course here in C3 is, okay? So first of all, I'd like to say, in a way for me, which is really an exciting world of the logistics, because I mean, in everywhere we need operations, so we can define the kind of, business model that you like with some priorities, but finally, we need to move the things physically, you need to move our services, our products, our materials, and so on. And of course, there are two ways, that we can, let's say, in a way, teach this subject based on theoretical and practice, of course, no, and depending as well if we are talking L4, L5, L7, and so on, could be, you know, or we can emphasize in much one aspect or the other one. So we need to always, as we say, understand that our world is changing continuously and very often and really very, very quick. And it's, you know, we cannot do, and much more in operations or logistics in general, what we call, you know, let's say analysis by paralysis. No, so we need to try to adapt continuously the things that are happening, and everything is based, of course, in knowledge, but also in understanding. Because when we are able to understand what is going on, what is happening, the trends that are coming, preference in the you know, priorities of our customers, for example, partners, and so on, we are able to adapt to them as much as possible. But once we did it, you know, there is not enough. We need to continuously optimize, you know, as much as possible the processes, and also think about how we can measure our resources, which is the benefit that we take on them, with the principle of this, you know, continuous improvement that allow us to yes, to maintain our business alive, you know, and in which way we can do it, no? So then in this continuous improvement is, as we said, what give us, you know, the sense to what we are doing. And of course, we cannot avoid to see, you know, this kind of approaches in the short, medium, and long term, because as you know, the long term is much more related to the strategy that also we apply our logistic strategy, and medium term much more for our tactical decisions, and in the short one much more related to the operational ones. And this is what we basically, you know, try to do. So let's say as well that, you know, main few difference, you know, between logistic and supply chain, no? Because sometimes it's a bit confused, these two concepts that apparently are almost the same. But in fact, supply chain appeared when we were every day globalizing much more our world. So we had much more opportunities, much more, you know, sources, and so on. And then we didn't have enough resources in our own companies to compete globally as we had to, you know, in a way, because we didn't have any other choice. If we want to maintain our business alive, we need to compete globally. But as we were not able to do it individually, we need to get some strategic alliance with other companies, okay, in order to know, to be able to do it properly well. And this is where, you know, we start to talk about the supply chain, because as you know, in supply chain, the main difference with logistics is that we need more than one company working together as if they were only one entity in a way, okay? So let's say also that, you know, mainly in logistics, we talk about these three main concepts, you know, what we call inbound, in-house, and outbound, no? So in inbound could be related much more to the world of the things that we get from our suppliers. It could be purchasing, procurement, replenishment, etc. What we are doing in-house, keeping, storaging, you know, handling, if we could include, why not, in some cases, no, why not production or manufacturing, outsourcing or not, make or buy, this kind of decisions. And finally, the outbound, the third part, when we are, you know, delivering to our customers. Of course, in this way, we see, in this second slide, talking more or less about the same issues. But basically here, I add this reverse logistics aspect, because every day is much more important based on our e-commerce. When we are selling on, you know, online, how much have increased the reverse logistics in companies that we had, you know, maybe 20 or years ago, around 1%, you know, returns, or 2%, or 0 something. And now we have, you know, 18, 19, 20% of returns based on our offlines and the e-commerce, no? And then how these absolutely have changed, in which oh my God, excuse me, in which way we understand, you know, our business, and which are the priorities that we should apply. Everything I would say is based in this concept, absolutely, of continuous improvement. So the key is not, you know, the business model that we have, or who is my partner, who is my, you know, my supplier or my customer, how we are managing, and if not much more, why. This why will give sense to what I'm doing. And then this why should be explained based on this continuous improvement, that it says that not because you are in a position now today, this position will be forever. So you need to maintain them, and you need to know as we said before, in the short, medium, and long term, the level of investment, the level of training your people, update facilities, tools, models, and so on, that give answer to this way of critical thinking that allow us to maintain, in a way, our business. Oh my God, yes, our business alive. Okay, so then, in a way to say it, basically in logistics, we are managing. Here I said these two dimensions, efficiency and effectiveness. We need to add one more, but basically we need to understand that we need to be efficient. So we need to have our costs under control. We need to know how to maintain our profitability and also be sustainable in the coming years that are coming. So in the short, medium, and long term. But of course, efficiency is not enough. So I need profitability to live, but also I need to be effective. I need to satisfy my customers and my partners, how I should do it, much more when we are talking about supply chain, because, in supply chain, of course, it depends on each part of the supply chain will have impact in the whole supply chain as one entity, as we said before. But also be efficient, and effectiveness is not enough. We also need, why not, to take into consideration what my competitors are doing and how they are, satisfying sometimes what we can consider that, because in many cases we can have the same customers, no? So then be efficient and be effective is really a must. It's something that we maintain this balance of these two dimensions, but also in comparison with competitors, because if not, we are not sure about how I can maintain, my business alive. And the logistics, as we said before, movement of materials, services, or whatever, in any kind of business, physically, online, offline, virtual, real, we need to know how to do it and how to manage my operations, to move my materials and so on. So in any case, of course, optimize as much as possible my resources, satisfying as well as much as possible to my customers, and doing at the same time better than my competitors is the only warranty that I can have to maintain my business alive. Also, I would say that, to finish a bit about this short presentation about this department now, that we try to, explain this kind of business from different approaches, from different, let's say, points of view as well, mixing these theoretical concepts with practical, practical reality in the reality case studies about different companies where they can, in a way, apply the theoretical concepts that we have been sharing in class. No? Also, as we said in this slide now, globalization is something that we cannot choose. Digitization, also innovation as well, technology. So how we can try to understand that the technology should help us instead to limit us what we are doing and how we are doing it. So of course, when we are talking about understanding, also is the only key that I can have to know that the decisions that I'm taking can be really applied in real world, and also try to understand, talking about the future, that the proactive approach is the only one that in a way can give me some warranties that what I'm doing really makes sense. So when I apply my proactivity based on my understanding, and also thinking about that, how concepts like, sustainability, ethics, artificial intelligence, technology, virtual reality, augmented reality. So how I can create based on all of this, and also in the world of supply chain, also in blockchain. So in many aspects, it's an authentic revolution because it's something that we are applying continuously. Also, to finish, my intervention, I would like to say as well that in supply chain, we have three main principles, in addition to the drivers and so on, that I want to be, so long with you, take so much time. But I would say that there are three principles, which are collaboration, coordination, and integration. So if you are not collaborating properly among partners, you cannot work properly well. This collaboration is not enough, should be done in a coordinated way. So in a complementary way, how we are managing with our partners. And finally, in an integrated way, because in fact, in supply chain, as we said, we are talking about several companies that are working as only one entity. So if they are not working really in an integrated way, the supply chain, as a whole will receive the bad consequences of this lack of collaboration. Okay, so, well, that's all for my part. Well, feel free to ask what you like, and thank you very much for your attention. Okay, thank you, Nidhi. Yes, Nidhi? Nidhi?
Hi, Nidhi.
Yes. Okay, so I have finished.
Yes, yes. 1 minute, please.
Okay.
Give me a second. The light has gone. Just a minute. Thank you so much, Professor, for those very inspiring words. We request all our eminent panelists to please abide by 10 minutes while speaking. And now, friends, we introduce you to emerging trends in information technology, which will continue to evolve in preparing students to tackle future challenges and contribute to innovations that shape the digital world. The person who sees this through the future and our IT oracle is Professor Mani Tahariri, who is the IT nerd, who also provides insight, wise counsel, and prophetic predictions, most notably including pre-recognition of the future of information technology. Professor Mani Tahriri is a multifaceted professional with a diverse educational background and a passion for knowledge dissemination, holding 2 master's degrees in computer science from MMU Malaysia and software development from Assembler Institute Barcelona. He's also obtained a bachelor's degree in media studies. Mani has made significant contributions to the field of computer science and personal development. With a keen interest in education, he excels in teaching different IT-related subjects and is driven by a desire to empower others. He continues to make a very positive impact in both the academic and professional realms. We welcome you. Hola, Mani Tahriri.
Hello, hi, thank you very much, Nidhi. Hello, everyone. I want to express my feeling for organizer of this meeting, which is very good opportunity for me to talk to a huge amount of people who they want to apply for C3S to study in IT department. We have IT level 4, IT level 5, and then in the near future, we are going to have IT level 7, which is more, will consider AI, data engineering, data science, which is a little bit more advanced than normal computer science that we used to use it before emerging of AI. So before that, I want to introduce myself a little bit. And during this time, because I know that a lot of you watching this on the LinkedIn or on the real streaming, just want to ask you if it is possible, send the link to any of your friends, anyone who is possibly looking at finding a good university for studying IT, because the thing that I'm going to explain is going to be definitely useful for them. So, as you know, my name is Mani. I have a lot of experience in terms of practical in the business and also in terms of research in different IT fields, specifically AI. I'm an AI engineer and also I'm a full stack software architect. Um, right now, I'm working in the Computer Vision Center of University Autónoma de Barcelona as a researcher over there. My research is very fascinating. Application of AI, application of large language model. My large language model that I'm creating can detect your feeling based on a few sentences that you write about whatever happened to you in a day. For example, the system can tell you with few sentences whether you are depressed or not. Imagine how huge it is. So, below that, what I'm doing in Computer Vision Center in University Autónoma de Barcelona. I'm also do some research, very small amount of time I spend in Supercomputer Center of Barcelona. Over there, we manage how cloud infrastructure can be managed, can be used, or can be accelerate the use of AI. Because AI, why AI is huge right now? Because we have computation power, mathematical background of AI exists for 10 or even 20 years. The reason that human right now can use AI is because of the computation power. Computation power right now cannot be done. The AI training a AI model cannot be done on your personal computer. Cannot be done with few server. You should use a lot of connected computers together that right now we know it as a cloud. So in Barcelona Supercomputer Center, we teach those computers, those slots of the computers, how they can be connected together, how they can transmit the data together as fast as possible in order to create an environment for computational environment for your model to be trained and to be used in different situation, whatever you are. So this is my introduction about myself. I think I'm not going to talk too much about myself. I'm going to talk about CTS, and I'm going to talk about your future as a student when you want to apply for IT in CTS. So I go very few, I talk about very few interesting things that you will get in CTS that normally you will not get it in other universities. So in CTS, okay, we have 6 subjects usually for each year. So level 4 means first year of the bachelor degree, consists of 6 subjects, and then second year consists of another 6 subjects, and then you go to the third level, which is the last year, another 6 subjects. So I'm going to talk about a little bit about the first year subject. It's going to be interesting for you if you're considering, if you are a parent considering your children study in IT, or if you have a friend, it's going to be useful for you because it's a first year. So we have cybersecurity class. Cybersecurity, I don't want to talk about how important it is because all of you know it already. You just seen it a few days ago in a lot of cities. We have problem in the airlines. Why it's happened? Because of cybersecurity. So cybersecurity is very important. If you want to know as a student, if you want to know why this happened, definitely apply for IT level 4 in CTS, because in cybersecurity class, we teach you what is happening in the world based on the case study that is real, that is really happening in the world, and how business, how companies, how you as a user, how you as a future entrepreneur that you're doing an IT company, how you can use this knowledge in order to have a secure connection for you, for your colleagues, and also for your customer and for your clients. Next subject is principle of computer programming. I think it's a very standard subject, but the way that we teach it is different. This subject is introduction to the programming language. So when you pass this, at least you have some ground understanding of how a computer program works, a history, why, what happened since 50 years ago, because 50 years ago is the time that computer emerged. What happened 50 years ago until now, that we have a very high level programming language that is very similar to the English language, the normal language that we talk, with a few differences, that those differences are critical. So after that, after you learn these things, you will be somehow enough, you will have enough knowledge in order to write a program. Then all of the things is up to you, because you are the one that is going to investigate more, practice more in order to make yourself better and better in the programming. The way that we teach principle of computer programming is very practical. In the class, or professor do not talk only about what is going on. Or your professor open the computer on the screen, write the code, and ask you to explain the code to your friends, to your classmates, in order to understand. We repeat it, and then after that, you will open your laptop, you write the code, your professor is over there, your colleagues, your classmate over there, they can help you in order to understand what is going on and how you can improve the quality of your code. The next subject that we cover in first year of the IT is system information system analysis and design, which is a very important concept. It's a it's a it's a it's a problem that right now a lot of companies that they cannot provide a good software, they have lack of this knowledge. This knowledge is super important. In this class, we teach you how you should manage an IT team, how when you have a business problem, how you can think about it, how you can break it down, how you can visualize the problem for yourself, for your client, for your colleagues, in order to use proper infrastructure for creating this software. So very important subject. The other one is web and mobile application. So web development is huge right now because of the fast internet connection that we almost have in all around the world. Together with mobile application, a lot of people use smartphones, so all of them are very important. A nice opportunity for all of us in order to create application that meet the needs of our customer or our client. So in this class, also very practical. We start with understanding what is HTML, is a ground of the web development. Then we go to the design perspective of a web development, which is CSS. And then also we learn some other programming language that accelerate this backbone of the development. The other thing that you are going to learn is a computer network. Computer network is very important. For example, in one of the case study, you will learn how if you want, you can use your computer in your home as something that have a firewall in order to prevent others to connect to your Wi-Fi. Very easy. Or we will teach you how you can use some random numbers in order to guess the password of your neighbor Wi-Fi. So all of them is possible. If you have knowledge, you can do it. And finally, the last thing which is very important is the last subject, which is very important, is management of digital information. We will cover how this we have a lot of digital data right now. It's going to increase. It's going to be double every 3 years. So that's a huge amount of data. Managing this data is very important. Also, managing what is going on inside your company, between your colleagues, in order to transmit the data, in order to have a nice conversation regarding the topic, regarding the business problems that you're going to solve. All of them are covered in this subject. So I cover almost a little bit of what you are going to learn in the first year of the IT, and then I will talk about a little bit about the future, what you are going to achieve after you have this. So the good point of the CTS partner that we are working with them is, if you finish your first year, you will get a certificate. That certificate is legit. And if you found a job in IT, you will have that certificate and you can go to the job with that certificate. Of course, it's not a bachelor degree, but it has its own value. So therefore, this is how I explain it. If I want to apply for a bachelor degree, you study first year, second year, third year, fourth year, and then you have your degree, right? So if you, based on whatever happened in the first year or second year, you want to exit university, you have nothing in your hand. You have nothing that proves that you've been a student. But in the system that we are working on, we are partnering with, if you finish your first year of IT or whatever program that you are studying, and you find a job, you want to go, you have a certificate that is legit and it has its own value. So this is a very good opportunity. This is how you can differentiate between C3S and other universities. This is very nice, specifically for IT. Okay, so since we have IT in this university, in the C3S Business School, I'm super happy to announce that almost all students that they want to find a job in IT, they already found. After second year, of course, they didn't do it in the first 6 months. You need to have some knowledge. They are in different industry. They have IT industry in different fields, better to say. So they are working as an internship. They are working. Some of them they work full time. Some of them they work remotely for other countries. And I'm super happy to announce that our educational system is very helpful and good for our students. And finally, after all of this, I would be happy if I could talk about the research and development department that is managed by Dr. Aida. I'm also a member of that, and I want to explain how we use AI in order to improve our research and development department. So AI and data engineering, data science is related to everything. Everything that you can imagine can be improved by AI. So this is exactly the same concept that we have in our mind right now. So we plan to create a kind of idea. Then we want to collect the data. We want to train some models in order to improve a lot of different things. So I'm not going to reveal it because it's not they have not published yet, so I should be quiet right now. But in the future, you will see a lot of improvement in this case. For example, we are working on a project that use artificial intelligence to create a platform. It's not an ID platform. It's going to integrate with existing platforms such as LinkedIn, and it will help IT recruiter in order to find proper people for the proper jobs. This is a very nice study that we are going to implement. Also, the other thing is we have planned, this is in a very early stage, we have planned to create a model, you can call it a framework. We are going to create a model that this model tell you if you want to investigate on your own business and you have some data about the transaction that you did, you feed this information to our system, and this system can give you a kind of insight about where is the place that you can make improvement. Again, this is a combination of business intelligence together with IT, together with investment and business management. So this is one of the idea that we have, and we are going to work on it together with Dr. Aida and others in the research and development department. I see a very nice and bright future for this department because we are going to integrate a lot of different knowledge from a lot of different fields. As you see, a lot of professors, and you will see a lot of students will talk about this department, and it's going to be super nice to consider it and think about it. If you want to apply for the C3S, if you show up in the class, very nice. If you attend, definitely you will have a chance to join this department, to publish your work. And this publication, it's super helpful for your future if you want to find a job, if you want to continue your study in master and in PhD. Definitely this publication will help you and make you in another level, make your knowledge in another level, which is super interesting. So I think that's all. Whatever I want to say, I already covered, and I'm super happy to be here. Namaste Nidhi again, and thank you everyone for the listening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Mani Tahriri, for all your insights and your thoughts. We're really grateful to you, Professor Mani. So, friends, our business plan here, encourages practical application of classroom knowledge and enhances problem-solving skills, as you just heard. Additionally, social and cultural events, including team building exercises, community service, immersion programs, which are globally done, help students build a strong sense of community development, cross-cultural competencies, and balance their academic pursuits. Enriching programs in extracurricular activities are also provided on our diverse campus and prepare students for the dynamic and collaborative nature of the business world. I'd now like to welcome amidst us Annie Zaid to provide us an insight into this. She's one of our regional managers. Welcome, Annie. Good
Thank you
evening.
so much, Nidhi. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I would first like to thank you for joining here today. I know many students have many questions regarding why Spain, why Barcelona, why they should join C3S, what are the benefits, how is the earning life in Barcelona, can they stay back after the completion of the study? So we do get many questions, and today I am here to answer all your questions. So starting with why Spain. So I would like to add few points. The first of the reasons is affordable living cost. So if you compare from USA or other European countries, Spain is quite affordable. A student can easily survive here in between 750 to 800 euros in a month. You will get a quality education. So Spain has a well-organized educational systems and offer excellent opportunities to students pursuing their course in various fields. You will learn a new language. As you know, it's Spain, it's Spanish. However, you would be studying in English, but you would be learning a language which is spoken most in the world, like it's the second most spoken language. Mediterranean weather. So in Spain, it's out of 365 days, mostly 300 days are sunny. So you will not have that of cold of a weather. Events and celebrations, siestas and fiestas. So all around the year, you will have a lot of events, a lot of siestas and fiestas to attend. Access to all Schengen countries. Yes, so when you are coming and studying in Spain, you will have access to all the 26 Schengen countries. So if you want to go to Spain or want to go to France for your vacation, so you can go it, you will have that access. Apart from that, one of the biggest reason why students come to Spain is sports. So sport has football, it has more than 2 billion fans, and two of the largest clubs like Real Madrid and Barcelona are here in Spain. Because of that, many students wants to make their career in sports, and that's the reason they choose Spain to further their studies. So these are few of the reasons why a student would like to choose Spain. And now why Barcelona? So Barcelona is famous for the beaches, for their nightlife, for the food, for the cosmopolitan vibe, cost of living, and security. So these are few reasons why Barcelona. Now, why a student would like to choose C3S Business School for their higher education? So first of the reason is we are located exactly in the center of the city. So everything is near to a campus, including any park, you want a metro station, you want to go to a hospital, grab a coffee, supermarket, everything is near to our campus. All of our programs are English oriented. So you do not need to have Spanish prior to coming to our school, because we provide it for free to all of our students. You get UK degree in a fraction of a cost. So the student who are studying with us, after completing their education, if they are coming for a 3 years bachelor's or for an 18 months master, after the completion of the studies, they get the degree from the UK university. All of our programs are dual certification programs. For an example, if a student is enrolled for a level 4 diploma or for a level 7 diploma, after the completion of the study, they get a certificate from UK and a certificate from C3S. So irrespective of the program enrolled, all the students would be receiving dual certification. Studies are based on practical work and assignments. So students are given assignments, a deadline to submit those assignments, and on the basis of those assignments, they are graded. So you do not have to sit for 2-3 hours, write down the answers or anything. It's assignment based and mostly practical work. Opportunity to play in a football team. So we have a football team where we do participate in many tournaments. So if you're interested in football, you can come and join our club as well. 12 months of free Spanish classes. So to all the students, all the C3 Asians get this benefits because it is an added advantage if you can speak the local language. English proficiency test or IELTS is not mandatory. So for most of the students, we do not require it. We have a video interview. So if you pass the video interview, we do not require any English proficiency test. We have national and international accreditations and then paid internship opportunities. So we are tied up with few of the internship provider. Once you come here in Spain, you settle down, you have your residence card, then you can apply for the paid internship. So these are few of the reasons why a student would like to choose us. Now, if we talk about the program and the admission process, so for the bachelor's level, we offer 3 programs in business management, in tourism and hospitality management, and in business computing and information system. All of our bachelors are for 3 years. In masters, we offer 2 masters, global MBA and MBA with project management. Our masters are for 18 months. So we do offer undergraduate diploma and postgraduate diplomas as well. For the undergraduate diploma, which are for 1 year, we have in business management, tourism and hospitality management, and information technology. When we come to a postgraduate diploma, we offer 5 diplomas: strategic management and leadership, project management, logistic and supply chain management, tourism and hospitality, and health and social care management. Now, the admissions requirement. So when we talk about the undergrad programs, so the fees is around 6,500 euros per year, and there is a non-refundable registration fee of 300 euros. We have 3 intake in a year: October, Feb, and June. Currently, we are open for the October session. So if you are interested to apply, you can apply now. It's the right time to apply. The duration of the diploma is for 12 months, for a bachelor's 36 months. The age usually that we prefer for the bachelor's, the undergrad programs are 18 plus, and we accept up to 26 to 27 years. We need a student who has their high school or equivalency with minimum 50% of grade. And if they have a gap of more than 2 years, then we need a gap justification. So these are the requirements for the undergrad program. Now, if we talk about the postgraduate program, the diploma are for 6,800 euros, and an entire 18-month master is for 9,800 euros. Again, the intakes are October, Feb, and June. The duration for the diploma, it's 12 months. For the masters, it's 18 months. For the master's program, we accept students with bachelor or equivalency, and the maximum age that we accept is 38 years. If a student, they are having a gap of more than 3 to 4 years, then we require all the gap clarification, their work experience documents, or if any certification they have done. Now, the admission process. So how do you apply in our school? So you go and fill out the form. It's available online on our website, or you can check it with your admissions manager. You have to fill out a form. Once you attach the documents, fill out the application form. Once it is submitted, within 2 to 3 hours, our admission team will review. If you are eligible to apply with us, you will get an email that you are shortlisted, and we will be arranging your Zoom interview with our team, with the admissions team. So it either conducted on Zoom or Skype or Google Meet as per your preferences. Now, once you have passed the interview, you will be receiving an email regarding the successful pass of the interview, and you will be getting a conditional offer letter stating that you have been admitted in our school. Now, these are the conditions that you need to fulfill. Once you fulfill all the conditions, pay the deposit amount, then we have in-house visa and compliance team. So in case you need any help regarding the visa process, because we know sometimes it's very hard for the students to prepare all the documents, they are not sure what documents needs to be prepared. So we have an in-house team who helps our students and our agents to prepare the documents, check the documents very carefully, rectify them if any corrections are required. Now, once all your documents are prepared, you have to take an appointment in the embassy. In few countries, the appointment is taken via BLS, and in few countries, you have to email the embassy. Once you get an appointment, you have to physically go there and submit your file. Usually, it takes 3 to 4 working weeks to get the results. Once you have your visa, then you can fly directly to Barcelona. So our process is very simple. when you clear the offer letter in just 24 hours, once you clear the interview in just 24 hours, you have the offer letter with you. It's very easy. Not much documents are required. So only your passport, your educational documents would be required at the initial phase so that we can check if you are eligible or not. And in case you have years of work experience, then we may ask you your work experience documents and your resume. So only few documents are required. So you can, after this meeting, if you're interested, you can just send your documents and we can start with your process. Also, I would like to add that the students who have joined the session today and are interested to apply, if they apply with us within this week, they would be getting a 150 euro discount. So if you are planning to apply, I would request you to apply within this week and take the benefit of 150 euros. Now, some services that we offer. So we do offer airport pickup, student accommodation guidance. So once the student comes here, about the residency, documents and everything. So all these are taken care by my student services team. Now students, they do have a questions whether they can work during their studies. So yes, student can work when they have the residency documents. They can work. So undergrad students can work up to 20 hours per week, and the postgrad students can work up to 30 hours per week. And they can earn around in between 500 euros a month. So you can support yourself for the living expenses. One of the most common questions that we usually get from the students and agents are the stay back option. So as per the Spain immigration law, so after 2 years of stay and study, the student have an option to get a 1 year of job seeker visa. So student can stay up to 1 year and they can look for a job and get it done. So yeah. So I believe I have completed the admission process. And yes, I would be waiting for applications if any students are interested to apply. Thank you, everyone, and thank you.
We look forward, adding to what Annie has said. Thank you so much, Annie. To all of you, applying for all these courses. They're very relevant and the process has been made so simple and so easy for you all, including, a pickup from the airport and allowing you to work as well. So things are looking very nice. I mean, you're going to get a job at the end of it. Now we have yet to talk about the digital experience, friends. And since this is the digital age, so we have our next presenter today, whose name is Sam Gohill, and he's got a double master holder in computer applications, digital business, digital marketing, and student support specialist at the C3S Business School, who empowers digital solutions for all our students and drives growth and visibility for brands. I welcome you, Sam Gohill. Please present your address. Thank you. You're on mute. I think you're on mute.
Okay, once again, thank you, Nidhi, for your kind word. And good afternoon from Spain. My name is Sam Gohill, and I'm delighted to be here today at the virtual open day for C3S Business School. It's an honor to speak with you about a crucial topic for all the international students, the NIE process and obtaining a residency paper in Spain. As a former student, I understand the challenges students are facing, from filling out the forms to finding an appointment for the fingerprint, and also language barriers can also add to our difficulties. That is why C3S Business School has developed a dedicated student support team. Our team will assist all the students with this process, allowing them to focus on their study while we handle the rest. First, let's understand what is the NIE. The NIE is the Número de Identificación de Extranjeros, or TA. It's a foreigner's identification number in Spain. It's essential for all the non-Spanish residents, as it allows you to conduct any legal or financial activities, such as opening a bank account, signing a lease, or even getting paid for a job. At C3S Business School, we are committed to make your transition to Spain as smooth as possible. That is why during the Students Welcome Week, we provide a comprehensive assistance in obtaining your NIE and residency card.
This process seems complex, but don't worry, we will guide you through each and every step. First step is to get the empadron. It's a city council registration of your address. We will guide you and support you through this process to help obtain the empadronamiento. We will schedule your appointment for the empadronamiento, after which all the students have to go to the passport office, to the ayuntamiento with their passport and housing contract to register their address in Spain. Once they have, this is the first step. Like the first step is that they need the empadronamiento. Once they have completed the empadronamiento, the next step will be a booking an appointment for the fingerprint. They need and booking an appointment with the immigration officer here. We understand how tricky it can be. It's to secure a slot for the appointment, especially when there is a language barrier. Also, it's in also the appointments are high in a demand. Our team will take care of this for you, ensure you get an appointment as soon as possible. All the students, we are supporting all the students to get the appointment as soon as possible. And the next time will be like filling out all the necessary forms. Before you attend this appointment, there are some forms that we have to help all the students to fill out. One of the critical form is X17, which require your personal detail. Additionally, there is a text form that need to be submitted. We will assist you in completing these forms accurately. We aim to make sure entire process is seamless as possible for you. For collecting the required document to submitting them, our team will handle everything. We will ensure that all the paperwork is ordered and that you are fully prepared for your appointment. Our support does not only ended up with the after receiving the NIE. We understand there are other critical process that you need to complete to settle in the Spain fully. For instance, like obtaining a social security number, it's another essential requirement. If you want to start your internship, if you want to start a job somewhere, they always used to ask you for the social security number. And typically lawyer, they might charge you a handsome amount for obtaining the social security number. But as being a C3 ASEAN, we are helping all our students to obtain this social security number free of cost. Our dedicated team will guide you through the entire documentation process. And at C3S Business School, we believe that your primary focus should be your education. We strive to reduce the stress associated with the administrative task, allowing you to concentrate on your academic and personal growth only. Our goal is to provide you a supportive environment where you can thrive without worrying about the complexities of paperwork and legal formalities. We are here to support you every step of the way, from moment you arrive in Spain until you fully settle and integrate into a local environment. And thank you everyone for your attention. I look forward to meet each of you in person, and I hope to see you in Spain. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nidhi.
Yes, 1 minute, please. Thank you, Sam, for that very, very interesting message that you had for the students. I now invite with us Mr. Matthew, who's our Business Development Manager. He will be speaking about the students' lives and activities at the business school, and he's one of our core members. Mr. Matthew, please join us.
Thank you, Nidhi. Good afternoon, good morning, everybody. My name is Matthew Ajiboye. I'll be speaking on extracurricular offer growth opportunities beyond academic achievement. I'm here to tell you what you can enjoy while pitching your tent with us. I'm not here to tell you what you just want to hear from a school that wants to induce you by pitching your tent with them. But I'm telling you I'm here to tell you what you can enjoy if you enroll with us as a student or as an agent, and the facts can be cross-verified. I want to say that we are located at the center of Barcelona. We are in an urban area where you can easily get anything you want in terms of supermarkets, gym. We are not in a rural area where it will be difficult for you to have access to social amenities. But we are in an area where you can have access to hospital, metro, or bus stations, and so on and so forth. Even stadium is close to us. Camp Nou Stadium is close to us. Those are the things you can enjoy if you come and study with us here at C3Hs. Yeah, I'm going to talk about accommodation briefly because I know one of my colleagues will still talk more about that. We all know that Barcelona is a big city and we have a lot of tourists, especially during this summer. And due to this, summer accommodation may be a bit of challenge during this period. But as a school, we are fully prepared. We work with a lot of companies that provide good and affordable accommodation to all our students. There is no problem without solution. We always provide solution to all our student problems. Accommodation, we resolve whatever issue they have with it. Like I said, we are running a family school. This C3S, we are running it as a family school, whereby we see student problem as our problem. So we relate with people outside. We have good relationship with people, and we even have individuals that provide accommodation to all our students, which is somehow affordable. The prices range from 280, 350, 400, 500, depends on what you want as a student. So we assist our students in accommodation. Another thing that we can still enjoy as a school, we always want our students to be the best in everything they do. We don't want them to be limited to only study. We don't want them to be limited to only study. We are here to make them to feel at home. We want them to have access to and enjoy so many things, because education is not only about going to classes or going to lecture room. What do you learn as a student? What do you know about your environment? What do you know about the culture of that country? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves as a student. And as a school, we always try as much as possible to make our students to be the best in everything they do. As we all know that Spain is a footballing country, we as a school, we have a football team that goes for competition every summer. I could remember vividly the last one they went for, they came second. In each government, in each local government, in Spain, in Barcelona, they have standard football pitch whereby everybody gather in evening to play football. And as a school also, we even have some of our students that play football with Division 2 here in Spain. So if you have gift of playing football, or you just love to play football, you can have access to all these things if you register with us. But these are the things our students are enjoying. Another thing that the school still organize as an extracurriculum activities is that every semester, especially during welcoming week, the school organize tour for all our students. We get open roof bus that takes our students around Barcelona city to make them to be acquainted with the city, to know more about the city and have a good view of the city. At the same time, our students, the academy, they organize what we call debate. They organize debate where students come together and debate on different interesting topics. And those are the things you can enjoy if you come to study with us here in Barcelona. We always organize meet-up Meetup is an avenue for students to come together, to share ideas, to know about one another, to know about culture. They mingle together, they create bond and among themselves. You know, it's not about you just coming and study. It's about you adding value to each other. So as a school, we bring our students together. They come together, they share ideas together, they rub minds together, they learn new things, they learn new ideas, new innovation. We provide networking for all our students. At the same time, the school organizes seminars in various topics. We always take our students out to companies. We expose our students to the job market. And some of them, even before they even finish their study, they get jobs, they secure jobs through this exposure given to them. Our academy, they organize Link Day. You believe with me that most of companies now, they advertise their jobs through LinkedIn. So as a school, we organize LinkedIn seminar whereby they teach them, we teach our students how to build a good CV, how to build a good profile on LinkedIn in a professional way that will meet up the standards of the labor market in which employers are looking for. So those are the things our students can enjoy if they pay tent with us. Current students, they are enjoying it, and I'm looking forward for you also to come and join us so that you can enjoy the good thing that they are enjoying here. Another thing is that our school, we organize cruise, whereby during the welcoming week, we take our students on board cruise. Those are the things you can enjoy when you come to our school, C3S Business School. It's not about going to class all the time, but about having good experience while you are in Barcelona studying with us. So many things you can enjoy coming to our school. As a school, we assist our students in every area. Whatever problem that you have, we always try as much as possible to be there for you, to be there for all our students. In some school here in Barcelona, you have to book appointment before you have access to the staff. But the good thing about C3S is that we use open door policy, whereby students can have easy access to us. Because your problem as a student is our problem. And whatever problem that is not being attended to immediately can escalate and boomerang, which may not be recovered from. So we use open door policy so that whatever problem the student have, we attend to it promptly. Like I said, so many things you can enjoy when you come to our school. And I want to tell you this afternoon, if you're on this platform, I want you to tell yourself congratulations, because you are in the right place. You are in a school that will help you in fulfilling your dreams. I'm looking forward to seeing you here in Barcelona, probably this October intake or February intake. Thank you for the privilege given to me to talk to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Matthew. Thank you so much. And I'm sure children are very educated after this. Thank you. Well, friends, C3S Business School facilitates access to high-quality internships that align with the students' career goals and academic interests as well. These opportunities often come with structured mentorship, networking events, and hands-on projects that enhance a students' job prospects. Internships also provide a platform for students to build connections with industry professionals, gain insights into various career paths, and explore potential job opportunities where they're best fitted. Absolutely. And this bridges the gap between academic learning and professional application, preparing the students for successful careers in this competitive business landscape. To talk on this and more, I invite Professor Joseph Torrent now to share his views with all of you. Thank you, Professor Joseph Torrent.
Thank you very much, Nidhi. I hope that you can hear me, and I hope that
Yeah.
fine.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Loud and clear.
Dear students and dear partners, I would like to introduce myself. I'm Joseph Torrent. I'm from Barcelona, but I've been living abroad in Europe for more than 10 years. And then, by accidentally on the 2020, and luckily I got in touch with the C3S Business School, and we established a very nice cooperation. So I would like to say that I'm internal, external figure inside the school. I lead a small agency, but it's a familiar agency that is called iPractice Internships. And we have an exclusive service for the C3S Business School since this 2020, exactly on the time of the pandemic, where we started to have this symbiosis and promote internships for students around all the sea line, let's say Costa Brava and Costa Daurada here in Catalonia. And if you allow me, I would like to share screen. Let's see if I can do this. I think my computer now, it's telling me that I have to allow. So Zoom, 1 minute, yes, please. And I will allow the, let me check if I can do that. Otherwise, I will just explain to the, yeah, here it is. Let me see. Do you see the screen, please? Can you confirm?
Yes.
Thank you very much. So I would say that inside this service of iPractice and inside Item, which would be my company, let's say, we prepare internships, teaching, events, and mentoring. We are specialized in the formation of students since already 20 years. I have worked in hospitality, tourism, events, and human resource services since I cannot remember. I think 1992 when we opened the first Planet Hollywood in Barcelona and later on Hard Rock Cafe. So I was a bartender. Later on, I worked in the Netherlands also in the tourism sector as a porter, later on a reception, and then also bar manager. And since 2008, I started with these processes of human resources and growing professionals and the coaching service that I've been developing with my humble company. Well, what we can give you is actually inside your choices that you have done to come to Barcelona. And once you are already studying and you are already surfing the wave, we would like actually to help you in a parallel way to your studies on this career planning, because at the end you will need, I don't know if you know the theory of the 10,000 hours, but to become a professional, you need to practice 10,000 hours. And this is why we created this 10,000 hours project. Let's say that in 3-4 years, you can actually get into the professional sector very, very nicely. So actually a life experience. We work with many countries, not just 3S and not just Spain. We also have partners in South Spain, but we work with schools from Netherlands, from Poland, Czech Republic, all the Baltic countries, Greece, Bulgaria, Budapest, also Hungary. And what we are actually trying to do is create a life experience inside the tourism, hospitality, business sectors, where the students can also create a network themselves with other countries, other people, and develop all the skills that you actually are aiming to. My philosophy, the philosophy of my system, our mission is to make students happy, try to make you feel and get organized in the internships with the best possible conditions. That means that the hotels that we work with respect also the Spanish law completely about this issue. We also are very committed, like C3S management and all the friends in the school, with very proximity to you, integrity, honestly, respect, and of course trying to create a reference for all the management and create future professionals. Why? Because we believe in the synergies. And for example, soon I will be teaching also in Germany, that I've been inviting to teach in Germany, in Kaunas. And all this is just because we create this network with all the universities and the schools around Europe. So actually, it's not just about working during your studies and having your internship during your studies. Is also to create this network that we will help you to meet people from different countries that will give you maybe some inputs and some ideas also to grow and to create your path. And I also believe that life is about trust. And this is why we have been teaching more than 1,000 students in the last 10 years, about 80 to 120 projects a year. We work with not a lot of resources, but many schools. But I must honestly say that C3S is one of our best partners, because they're always there ready to prepare all the documents very fast and very efficiently when you want to apply for an internship in 24-48 hours. So thank you very much as well, C3S, for that, because all of you guys are amazing. What we propose, we are specialized in tourism and hospitality. So also business management. We propose practices, paid internships with accommodation and meals in the area of Costa Brava and Salou. This is the north of Barcelona and also in the south. We must say that the hotels in Barcelona that may be interested in internships and cooperate with us don't offer accommodation for free, but the hotels on the sea line and also on the touristic resorts, all of them offer free accommodation. Also, we have winter places on the Pyrenees. We are ready to prepare this year probably between 6 and 10 projects, well, maybe 8 to 10 projects on the sea line. I don't know if you ever seen the snow, but this is an amazing area where you can potentially also learn to ski. And that's something that when you are doing, you really feel very well. In the north of Mallorca, we got also a couple of projects over there. Very nice. We have currently 3 students in the north of Mallorca, all of them from C3S, by the way. And well, what we actually propose to the departments that the students are, or what we're looking for as intermediate company, as assistants with your professional development, projects in a front office department, reservations, and marketing, which will be more or less related with the guest attention, the first contact with the customers in a hotel business or a resort. The easiest way when you don't speak yet the language, which is F&B, food and beverage, bar, cocktail, guest attention, buffet, restaurant. And that's the easiest way to integrate into a work team without, actually, it's not even necessary an interview. Many of the hotels, they trust our system, they trust the students coming from C3S, and they are already open to start anytime during the months of summer, mostly. If you like to play with children, you have language skills, you already like to, you have some experience with the dancers. There are many hotels that actually they have this program for animation that they really like these students which are friendly, talking, dancing, and well, it's something that you should be in a film, in a video that we have on YouTube. Later on, when you are already students of C3S and you want to apply for an internship, we will share it to you because it's amazing. Well, what is actually what the students will get when you are applying in an internship and you are actually allowed by the school. First of all, the process will be guaranteed. So once you have the internship, the hotel will never finish it unless that is for extraordinary reasons, which has to do mostly with breaking internal rules. So if you are nicely doing your internship, it will be guaranteed. For example, you have a room in Barcelona because you are studying, and after 3-4 months, it's April, and you want to start an internship in the Costa Brava or in Salou, we have a room for you ready for 6-7 months. So you will leave your room in Barcelona probably, and then you will take all the risk to go to this project. The project will be respected. That means that you will be able to leave your room and then come there, and with the security and the trust that the company will respect all the rules and all the dates included on the contract. That for me is very important because mostly for students we coming from I don't know, Netherlands, from Czech Republic, from Latvia as well, so from other countries, they need to be accommodated. And well, the hotels that work with us, they respect completely the projects. That is very important. There will be a registration in the Social Security after you get the NIE, of course. That's something that already has been explained. Legal agreement. The difference between the professional work and internship work is that you can work as a trainee, as an intern for 40 hours a week, 2-3 days in almost all the places, and the salaries go from 400 even to 700 euros a month clean, with free accommodation and free meals. That's what I say, that it's not guaranteed in Barcelona, but all the rest, yes. So that means that you can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner and sleep for free during the whole process of practice. This is why many students are with us for already 2 or 3 years. They're doing an internship during the summer for 5 to 7 months, when the period of the summer it's in the high season. What can we give to you? First of all, a first selection process. Welcome at the airport. Of course, if you are already in Barcelona, we will welcome you at the train station, bus station, transfer to the hotel, introduction to the management, help with anything as necessary, and also control of the quality. Because actually, if you follow our Instagram, and I talking with Mr. Pritam, with Sam and Matthew permanently, they are aware about that the students were permanently visiting the hotels in order to know that everything is fine. And when there are inconveniences, we always help them. If you actually like more to be back of the house and not really willing to be you don't feel yet ready for customers, we have always plenty places ready for laundry, cleaning, organization, maintenance, of course, you like kitchen, we have plenty of places also available in kitchen department and also for housekeeping. So, well, that depends on the needs and what is your aim. And we always say that everything is a little process, so going up. And sometimes it's good to start humble, start with a with a project in the F&B or maybe internal organization. And later on, when you get familiar with the language, also with the Spanish, we speak also Catalan in Barcelona, but even it's not necessary to learn it. But once you are in touch with the languages, maybe you end up on the front office and of course later on to the management positions. This is what the students are aiming to. We are available almost all year, but mostly high season are the processes between the June and September, May, September, or April, October. That will be, but every person is a project. So once you are registered and you want to apply for an internship, let us know because we will try to help you with everything as possible. For us, it's very important that you are a student on C3S because we will give you full priority. So you need to be enrolled and the school has to give you the approval. And this is something that we will discuss personally with every person that wants to apply. Obviously, if you're already in Spain, you will be 18 years old and you need to be motivated in your personal growth. We will help you. We will give you the tools. The school will give you the theoretical tools. We will give you the practical tools to grow up in this business. And we must say that every year there are 3 or 4 students which are ready finish their studies. When they get the diploma, they get the modification and they start to work as professionals. So the possibility to grow and to become a professional in Spain, it's there. So it's really possible. And once you are here, please, just one more information, you can always apply to us or send an email to Mr. Pritam or academics, of course, Fernando, and they will tell you how to apply to us. And the only thing that I can tell you is that really believe in us, trust us, because we really are committed with the growing processes, because actually we are in my team, we are teachers, and we believe that, these projects can be very positive for all of you guys. So being, I don't know how to say it, this responsible of the practice makes me very happy. And let me finish. And yeah, I will be there to fix any solution, any question that you have, any doubt, together with C3S. And I think again, I try to be fast and very, how to say, how can I say this? Resume, make it very summary, because I know that it's a long way for all of us. And one more time, Bella, Matthew, Hiren, Sam, and Niji, thank you very much for the opportunity. And I wish you a very good, nice end of the day.
Thank you, Professor Joseph Torret, for the insights that you shared right now. Apart from this, Friends Healthcare Education aims to produce well-rounded professionals and equipped to lead and innovate in a dynamic space and complex healthcare landscape. We have at C3S Business School healthcare that is emerging, at the forefront of its academic delivery. It is being helped and steered by Professor Faiz Ali. Professor Faiz Ali has completed his PhD in tourism at hospitality program at the University Autónoma de Barcelona, focusing on social value distribution within adventure tourism organizations. Professor Faiz Ali's academic journey is enriched by a Master of Science in Management Sciences from Air University, where he specialized in stock price forecasting and financial modeling, holding a Bachelor in Finance from the University of Azad and Jammu Kashmir. Further solidified his experience, and he has been working on this project for a long time. Beyond academics, Ali actively contributes to his community through his volunteering efforts, such as Caring Soul Society, and specializes in operation management, business, and finance. I'd now like to extend a very, very warm welcome to Professor Faiz Ali.
Thank you, Nidhi. Today, this particular session is very informative with respect to the upcoming students. So before wasting the time, we need to discuss what all about healthcare and social care management perspective, which has been offered by the C3S school. Basically, this is I would like to share my screen. Here we go. So basically, this is a level 7 diploma program offered by the C3S Business School. and with an objective about the understanding of the policies, management theories, and practice in social and healthcare sector. Uh, Regarding in detail about the structure of the healthcare social care management, we need to understand what the particular information regarding this diploma course is. It's a one-year diploma program having 120 credit hours. Model of assessment is coursework, assignment, and the final assignment. And the assessment and the language that we are instructing the school is English. Let's more detail about what we are qualification structure regarding the healthcare and social management. So basically, in healthcare, health and social care management, we discuss about the six basic mandatory modules about the health and social care leadership, managing people, managing finance, leading change, research management, and strategies and the policies with respect to the health and social care. So one by one, we can discuss what we can deal with these particular courses during the diploma program. The first one is regarding the leadership. So as we know that health and social care is very quality and continuous improvement program and very sensitive with respect to the patients and their family relative. So in this particular subject, with respect to the leadership, we try to teach about the leadership theories with respect to the Maslow, Herzberg, and which enhance the learners to ability to build their leadership quality so they can serve easily in any particular prospective opportunities in health and social care opportunities. Apart from that, we have to discuss them about the motivational theories, where we can learn about the Maslow's, Taylor's, performance management, team management. So they can easily adopt such kinds of motivational factors, so they can easily work when they are going in their industries. Because healthcare is a very unique and a very stressful job opportunity. So the employees or the working in the environment in the healthcare sector is quite tough. So with respect to the motivations, the employees or the part of the organization, they need to more motivated towards the quality management and workload management. Second one is the managing people. As we know that healthcare sector is very sensitive with respect to the hiring of people, with respect to their emotional behavior, with respect to their attitude. So one of the good management technique to smoothly operate the health and social care sector, we need to hire good people having good skills, qualifications. So this particular course will able to understand about the job description and the job specifications before hiring the particular people. Healthcare is a very quality management approach, so we can find out how we can acquire skillful people, the selection model through which we can hire the people and they serve in the healthcare sector. And we need to more focus on the attitudes and the behaviors and the selection model. After that, particular human resource need training and development for their career development, as well as the technique through which they can increase their performance management. With respect to the managing the finance, yes, finance is a major key role play in any particular organization to manage their operations. So in this particular perspective, the students or the learners learn about the role of financial information, basic accountings, how to deal with the financial management, and the different sources through which they can gather the short-term and the long-term capital, or we can say that the investment plan through which the organization or the healthcare industry can grow up easily. And lastly, we discuss about the techniques through which we can gather information regarding the investment tools like the capital budgeting, the payback period, and the other financial tools like the ratio analysis through which we can analyze whether the particular organization is smoothly operating with respect to the financial health or not. Then moving towards the leading change, yes, one of the major factor with respect to the globalization and the stakeholder perspective of the health and social care, we need to identify what through which we can improve the quality in the healthcare social organizations, and we need to identify the challenges and the barrier in delivering the quality approach that drive the change in the healthcare sector, and different change management theories through which we can able our students to improve themselves and improve the changes with respect to the world perspective, with respect to the health and social care perspective. Apart from that, this change management theories, yes, due to the globalization and due to the vast enhancement in the technology, we do need to more research in the field of the health and social care. So the one of the subject is regarding the research methodology. Here we can contribute with respect to the research where we can identify the problem statements in the health and social care management. We develop the conceptual framework, develop hypothesis, how we can collect the data with respect to the different problems, type of the data, then statistical packages, and then to run the data, we need to different kinds of software. So in this particular course, we learn about the different techniques through which we can able to understand how we can do research. And the last one is the most important thing is the strategies and the policies. Yes, UK is the one of the biggest and the largest, we can say that, market with respect to the strategies and the policies formulations. Their national health schemes and the global health agencies who provide the policy statements with respect to the social and healthcare management, and the rest of the world adopt such kinds of strategies. So this particular subject enables the students the best practices and the best policies followed by the health and social agencies, and implement them in their region or in their national health programs, just to improve the quality, just to improve the continuous healthcare sector. So this is all about the structural qualification of the health and social care organization. And the most important question that the learners or the students ask after this particular diploma, whether they are eligible for pursuing their master's degree. Yes, exactly. Once they complete this particular diploma, they are eligible to pursue their progress in the master's program related to the health and social care across all over the globe. And the regarding the career opportunities with respect to this, once you complete this particular diploma, yes, so one of the biggest market is the UK, where the workforce shortage is already available. Similarly, in Canada, in Australia, with respect to the health and social care opportunities, yes, this is the one of the biggest market where you can serve yourself, where you can pitch yourself to pursue your career with respect to the health and social care opportunities. So, with a big thanks to all my team, to all my directors and marketing teams, along with the academic coordinators and the head of the marketing teams, who trust on us, who manage all the things and become C3 as one of the best global business school within the Europe and across all over the world. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Professor Fazali. Very, very informative information you had on healthcare and how we are excelling in providing that. And now I would like to welcome someone who's very important, students, for all your information. This is Shrishti Jaiswal. She's our Visa and Compliance Officer, and she assists in helping agents and students keeping themselves updated on embassy requirements and documentation processes. Welcome, Shrishti. Please carry on. Shrishti?
Hi, thank you so much. for the introduction. And hello everyone, this is Rishi Saiwat, and I'm the Visa and Compliance Officer here at C3 Business School. So I am delighted to welcome you all at our virtual open day. Today I'll be leading you through the essential aspects of visa process. Like we all know, the students are facing some issues, or they are navigating the process, daunting, and our aim is to make it as straightforward and manageable for them. So I'll be guiding you, or I'll be telling you about I'll be including the mandatory documents student need to prepare, and they need to take care of it while preparing documentation. So this may include several points, like the first is visa application process. Another is mandatory documents and the embassy guidelines. We'll go through all these points step by step. So firstly, we really need to understand about what is the step we need to follow. So initially, students are facing issues on the topic of financials, and that too is related to how they need to manage their finances, who can be the sponsor, and how much they need to block the amount, and what all documents need to be required that moment. So I would like to tell you that in the Embassy of Spain is using a term IPREM. So they are into it. So they are student have to manage their funds according to IPREM, which is approximately 8,000 euro. And 8,000 euro per 8,000 euro plus pending tuition fee. Whatever tuition fee student have paid, that will be added up in 8,000 euros only. After that, I would like to add few more points about the fund part. How student can show the funds, who can be the sponsor. It is actually depend upon embassy's requirement, and every country have their own different requirements. So mostly in more of the embassies, they want their parents or any blood relative can be the sponsor of the student, who can take care of their living expenses, their accommodation, and their pending tuition fee while they are pursuing their studies over in CITES Business School in Spain. So if let's suppose if a father is a sponsor of any particular student, so we need to guide them, or we need to tell them that father have to show how much funds they have in the bank statement, how much how he is earning, what is the occupation or income source of the sponsor, either father, mother, or any blood relative. Like a brother can be a sponsor or a sister can be a sponsor, but that has to be blood relative. So what is their income source? What is student doing? If the student is earning, so student have to show their own funds as well, because some of the student doesn't show their funds, but embassy may ask it that if you are working, how much earning, how much you earn, a part of your sponsor, is it not, can you manage your finances along with your sponsor? So this is a major thing embassy may ask from the student at the time of submission. So basic documents we need for the financials are bank statements. Initially, we need to check the bank statement, the funds, whatever the finances they have, which is, I told you about the lump sum amount. And this amount has to be 90 days old in the bank statement. And there should not be major transactions in the bank account of the sponsor or the student. Apart of that, the occupational proof needed. And in some of the country, they may require their tax returns as well. And that too mandatory for those who are running the business. If the sponsor is running a business in their home country and sponsoring their son or any relative to study in Spain. So if they have business, the tax returns or tax documentation is needed. Apart of that, there is another question. Apart of finances, mostly students or agents are worried about accommodation thing. So that how student get shelter and how where student will gonna stay while they reach in Barcelona. So for the accommodation, we do not provide a particular shelter for them, but we do have the partners. We have the references. We will give them the references, their contact details, their website details, so the student can connect with them and ask them. They will help them and get this sorted, the accommodation sorted. But we basically tell them that accommodation has to be minimum 15 or 20 days booked with paid minimum. So this is our basic requirement of the embassy as well as for future purpose. Apart of that, I would like to add on one more thing. The mandatory part is students should be aware about the health insurance thing. So as per the embassy, the health insurance should be from a Spain authorized company, a company which is operated in Spain or Europe. So as a visa and compliance officer, I have some references. So we are supposed to provide our students with those references and the contact detail of the insurance company, their website details, and which insurance is good for them and how can they get that. So we'll supposed to guide them. We are with end-to-end process of accommodation, insurance, and the finances as well. Apart of okay, after that, there is one more thing. Which student basically get confused with police clearance certificate and the medical certificate. So police clearance certificate, it is a kind of criminal record certificate. It should be from the country where you are currently staying and which you are a national of, or if you have stayed anywhere apart of your home country. Let's suppose if student have stayed apart from their home country, so and that too more than 6 months in the past 5 years, so student need to get a police clearance certificate or the criminal record certificate from that country too. So dual police clearance certificates required. The one is from home country, another one if he traveled anywhere or stayed anywhere more than 180 days in last 5 years. Another thing is medical certificate. Medical certificate need to be student can get it. This is a very basic document. Student can get it from any medical practitioner. And this is a kind of certificate where they have mentioned that about the student health and international health regulation 2005 clause, which is written by a medical physician on the certificate. Embassy may also ask a few test reports with the student. Sometimes embassy asks, most of the time embassy want, but we would suggest our students to get the test done, get the certificate done, and submit both the documents in the embassy to get a positive results. Also, okay, thank you so much. I believe I am done here. So these are the main points and the basic documents the student needed while preparing the documentation. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yes. 1 minute. 1 minute, please. Thank you so much, Shrishti. Thank you so much, Shrishti. And we now have with us Shadi Nachar. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correct, who's the co-founder at Barcelona Students. Very warm welcome to this forum. And please tell us about Barcelona Students Company, which is one of the students' preferred accommodation partner. Thank you, Shadi. I'm sorry about that 2-second delay. The electricity had gone here.
Thank you so much, Nidhi, and thank you so much. You can hear me, right, everyone?
Yes, absolutely. Loud and clear.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Thank you for inviting me as well to be here. I'm so honored to be in this event, which is interesting. I was since the beginning. I will share the presentation of Barcelona students, the company dealing with the Chinese services, but it has to work with accommodation, which is very important, as our previous people said. And professor said it's very important to stay in Barcelona safe and you know where you want to go and to be protected. The studies are very, very important, and also like peace of mind with the legal process and with the accommodation is very important as well, because we only in Barcelona students rent to students, and we always take care of the student as we are renting for ourselves, which is very important. And not only for the security and for the safety and for being comfortable, also we help them with the it's very important to get for the student card, as you said Sam before. It's like it's needed the accommodation at the padron, which is the registration in the town hall. So the process goes from the beginning, like studies, accommodation, then the residence, the student fee. Okay, I will share the presentation, which made it fast. I will talk a little bit fast as well, but if you have any more questions later on, please let me ask me, please. I don't know if you can see my pantalla, not yet. No, no. You can see my pantalla now. You can see my yeah.
No, we can't see your screen if that's what you're saying.
Yes, I'm trying to connect it, but I'm now.
No, we can't see it even now.
Okay, I'm trying to connect, but it doesn't let me connect. Now, maybe now. Now?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Now, yes, right? Okay. We at Barcelona students, I said, help students in many ways, starting with the accommodation, legal, and other things. But I'm gonna go with the accommodation. Okay, we are Barcelona students. We are one of young team. We were students before.
कैसे हैं आप?
बढ़िया
आज के दिन
क्लास है आपका
नहीं आपकी क्लास
क्या वेकेशन चालू है
बेटा
मैं आरएनडी डिपार्टमेंट में जॉइन
So, can you hear me right now? So at Barcelona students, like we are expert at helping students to find their accommodation in Barcelona city, okay, which is very important near the school and very well connected and good safe areas. Maybe you find online many other things, but we all don't only help them to find accommodation, we help them to all the way around, like post reservation, like with the house if they have any issues, any problems as well. We help them with this as well. So we provide, as I said, housing and legal and accommodation in Barcelona. It's very important to find the place, a good place to live and a safe place and the place where you share and you enjoy your stay in Barcelona. Okay, so we offer two types of housing. Okay, the basic housing plan, which is accommodation guarantee letter, the housing consultancy, the assistance in the padron, the rotation guide, and it's include welcome tour as well to Barcelona. During your stay, if you need any assistance, we'll be there. The premium is more complete. It has more working with the tea and pickup and hostel reservation for 1 week. And everyone comes from C3 as students. They have a discount of 20 euros using this code. If they can send us, we'll be happy to do the discount, no problem. Helping students first with the basic or premium, any housing plan you take with us, it's very important that we give you the guarantee letter. As the I'm gonna, as you know, every student to apply for the visa from their home country, they need a guarantee letter. Instead of booking a hotel or something and spend money and maybe you get the visa or not get the visa, which I hope everyone gets the visa, we provide this accommodation guarantee letter, which the student can book, and to secure that in case something happen in his process or get denied something, some part of it will be refunded. And also if they got approved and everything is good, which always we hope and everyone get perfect, it's the perfect letter for the student to get for the visa, because we are as a company, as a accommodation company registered in Spain and in the embassies, it's very important for them to see that you have like a bank that help you and assist you finding the good options in Barcelona. We have residences. We have rooms and like private rooms in shared apartments. We have as well rooms with private bathroom. It depends on each person. We have homestay if you want to share with family or locals. Okay, and we have an apartment for yourself. It depends on each person and each guy or girl wants to do or wants to stay in Barcelona. Always it's very important that security and the option to have a good place and someone to help you to find, because it's very hard and sometimes it's like there's lots of scammers like to that take your money and then do nothing for you. So the most important that's why we're working with CTS to provide for their students the best options for their, so they can be comfortable and happy in their stay in Barcelona. And the process is very easy. Once you have the acceptance letter from C3S, you contact us. We send you some options. The option is like, okay, I want a room with these characteristics. We try to find, of course, upon availability and upon the budget, we try to find the rooms or the flat or the residence or we have everything, so this we need. We try to find according to the requirements that the student asks us, and we send him or her options before coming to Spain. Okay, this is one step we do. Like we send them options, then yeah, okay, we like this one. We keep this one for them. Once they get the visa, they let us, okay, I like this one. We send them the room, they book it, and they come directly to the room or to the flat or to the residence, whatever they want. Okay, so they come directly without being in the hotel or somewhere looking for a place and lost and in the city and not finding a place, or last minute booking or more expensive and all these kind of things. The second option we offer to students of CTS is that uh, uh, if they want, we can send them some options before coming here, and they can come here and check it by themselves. Okay, so they can go, I want an apartment, let's say 1 or 2 bedroom apartments, this budget. Of course, there are limits with the like, you cannot have an apartment for 500 euros. There are like the city depends on the availability and the budget. So we tell them, okay, then let's find an apartment for you. They come here, we show them 3, 4, 5 apartments or rooms, and then they decide this one. All the rooms or flats or residences or homestay we offer are fully equipped and fully furnished. You don't need to add anything. You just need to come with your bag and enter to the accommodation. Also, we offer, as I told you before, the accommodation guarantee letter for them for the visa. They come here, they enter the room, they have the key to come and get out wherever they want. Also, we help them later on to sign a legal contract, which is very important to protect you from any future incident. We are always there with you, but when some things happen, but we are always here to help students and to take care of their stay, to be comfortable and happy without any problems. So that's why we sign everything legally directly with the owner, so we can have security, which is important for us, and the comfortable for the student. Other things that we do for the student, also we have them to do the padron. One of the school as well does that, but we as well offer during, it's included in the accommodation packages. Okay, every accommodation has 3 steps. Okay, just as you can see in the rental conditions room, you contact us, you book the housing plan. Later on, once you get the visa approved, you like the room and you want to book it before coming to Spain or to Barcelona, especially. So you tell us, okay, I like this room. We tell you, okay, here you have the fees of the room. You book the fees, you pay for the rental fees, which is, for example, let's say a room costs 450 euros or 500 euros, it depends, and you pay the 400 euros or 450 euros of the room plus 1 month or 2 months deposit. It depends on the duration of your stay in Barcelona. This deposit, it's not with the owner, not with us, not with anyone. This is according to the law. It should be registered in the Incasol, which is institution directed by the government to protect both sides, the owner and the student, for their stay in Barcelona. So no one can, I can keep the deposit. No, no, the owner can keep the deposit. No, the student can keep the deposit. Not us. It's the government. Once the contract ended, this deposit will be refunded to the student. Of course, if everything is good in the flat and clean as he will receive it or she received it in the first. Okay, it's very, very important to take care of your stay in Barcelona and to contact us with time, because Barcelona is very city lovely and all the people wants to stay here and very crowded city. So people like, once everyone comes here, want to stay here 1 or 2 or more years because it's full of opportunities, full of activities, very nice city to live in, and also it's good prices comparing to other cities or other places in Europe. Okay, so here I go to our. Thank you so much for your attention. I think I was super fast to explain everything. I hope if you have any questions or any doubts, please, those are our contacts, our WhatsApp and our email and our page. So feel free to contact us. And thank you so much again for listening.
Thank you so much, Chadi Nazar, for sharing your views and telling them about all the different processes. Friends, we now want to talk about the proof of reason for applying for the NIE, that is the University Admission Letter. And to elaborate on this, I would like to invite here amongst us Miriam Bouzdev. Welcome to you, and would love to hear from you about the process of ID cards, proof of concepts, proof of addresses in Spain, the utility bills or the rental contracts. Professor Miriam. Thank you, Miriam. All yours.
Hi, everybody. I'm Miriam, and I'm a student here at C3S, and I'm free to share my experience with you today. Currently, I'm interning as online support, and I'm also a research and development assistant here. So I'm excited to talk about the opportunities that await for you in the school. And I enrolled here in C3S in October 2023. And from the beginning, I knew that I didn't make the wrong choice. The environment at C3S is incredibly welcoming and supportive, and the faculty and staff are dedicated to helping students succeed both academically and personally. So one of my things that I love most about C3S is the hands-on approach to learning. The courses are designed to bridge the gap between theoretical knowledge and practical application, ensuring that we are well prepared for the real world. This practical approach has given me the skills and the confidence to excel in my career. In addition to the academic program, C3S offers a wide range of extracurricular activities. These activities are a fantastic way to build friendships, develop new skills, and create long-lasting memories. Personally, I've had a lot of fun participating in these events, and they've enriched my overall experience here. And also my experience in the research and development department has been particularly inspiring. It's a place of innovation where I've had the opportunity to engage in research and real-world projects. I've been involved in publishing papers that contribute to various fields of studies, which has been incredibly rewarding and has enhanced my understanding of complex topics. Currently, we're actually translating a book, which is a project that emphasizes on our commitment to making learning and knowledge accessible, and expanding our academic influence. So to those of you considering enrolling at C3S, I encourage you to take the leap. It's a place where you will receive a world-class education, grow as individuals, and make long life-lasting connections and be supported every step of the way. C2S is a community and it's actually like a family, and we're always excited to welcome new members. So thank you for joining us today, and I hope you find the virtual day very informative. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you,
Mariam. Thank you so much. Moving on, I now welcome Nima George Ravanmila to talk about student accommodation facilitated by the Institute of Paramount Importance and Quality on Campus Housing that provides students with a safe and convenient environment. We'd like to welcome you, Nima. Carry on.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. My name is, she said it before, I'm Neymar George. Currently, I'm a top-up student at C3S, and I would like to share with you my journey ever since I joined in the C3S, that is March 2023, so I'm only 1 year old in Barcelona, Spain. So it has been a good journey to my side. Academically, I would like to be grateful to the head of academics, Dr. Araida, for recognizing our and putting more effort to students like us who we try our best to work hard and give us platforms to apply the skills that we are looking forward to. For example, I joined an R&D department that is research, and I started as a member whereby we worked on some papers. It was more of a group team. It was very interesting as level 7 master students, and then it growed and it growed, and I also growed to being a research assistant. To me, that is a very, very big achievement, and I'm grateful to Dr. Aida for the platform of R&D because it has made me, right now I'm a global student. I am doing my master's with Abate in partnership with C3S, but through the experience that I got in R&D department, research and assistance, I am able to activate my skills and apply them in my top-up. And hereby, I did my research proposal, and I also performed well with Abate, meaning that it makes me in a good side and a safe side in me finishing well my master's. And I am grateful as well for R&D department because it gave me an opportunity to not only learn theoretically, but also practically, meaning that there are things like research defense, like to defend something like research proposal defense, research topic defense. You cannot do this without practicing it. And sometimes there is credibility in terms of how you manage your time, how you do your presentation, and all of this is necessary, but people tend not to know how valuable it is until you are in that test. So for me, R&D department has been a platform to grow. Not only that, but I was also able to visit Science Museum to learn and see what I am seeing in class, to practically seeing them. It was a very interesting trip through R&D department, Kosomo, Kasha, and also library tours, as it was mentioned, the research competition that were held. It helps us to read more and get knowledgeable. The advantage above all the activities that was done is that I was able to publish papers. Me, I have not, it's my first time. I can say I have never published a paper, or I did not think I would come here and I would publish a paper apart from the thesis that I would do. But here I am, I have 3 papers already with my name, and it's through R&D department. To me, such an achievement, and I would try to encourage students, once you are planning to come here, you should come ready to learn, ready to achieve, because for you to be able to grow, for example, you want to do your PhD, you want to do further your academics, you need to have these things. It is a must, meaning that you need to have a published paper, either 1 or 2, but you cannot do it alone. It starts from somewhere. That could be a group work, it could be guidance. Like, for example, Dr. Aida is the head of R&D department. She takes us with different types of research. She shows you how to do it. So for me, I would really encourage students to come through, because there is more to offer than what the student or the school is saying that it's offering. I did not know that I will come here and publish a paper. So for me, it is a very, very great milestone, and I would like to encourage you all to join me and come to C3S. Not only that, but I also got connection with journals through being a member of editorial partnership in And also I am now looking forward to attending into conference by trying to see how we can be organizers as well. I am registered in an academia. All of these are achievements in an academic aspect. So for me, I do not take it for granted, and I'm very grateful to C3S for giving us this platform to grow in our academics and to be able to apply our skills. Thank you, the management. Thank you, the head of academic, for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, Nima. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to a close of our open day at a C3S Business School, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to each of you today for joining us. And it has been such a pleasure to showcase what makes C3S a great, unique place, exceptional place for your academic and professional journey. Throughout the day, we've had this opportunity to share insights into our innovative programs, our dynamic campus life, and the way we prepare our students in the business world. From distinguished faculty to exploring cutting-edge facilities and hearing directly from our current students, we hope that you've gained a comprehensive understanding of what we offer. We're indeed proud of our commitment for academic excellence, experiential learning, and fostering a supportive and inclusive community. Our goal is to equip you with knowledge, skills, and connections. That is what you need to thrive in a rapidly evolving global business environment. We encourage you to stay connected, to ask more questions, explore further if you need more information. The journey that you're considering is a significant one, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Thank you once again for spending your day with us. We look forward to potentially welcoming you at a C3S Business School family. On behalf of the director and the entire management of the C3S Business School, I, Nidhi Kumar, thank you today for joining us on this incredible journey. Thank you for being with us, and thank you. Good evening.